Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Auditorio de Alebreje for tonight's Sim World TV triple header. Tonight we have Game 1 between the North and Sim World Latin America. I'm B-Ron, and joining me tonight in the booth is Clutch. Good afternoon, my friend. Clutch Williams, yes. Clutch Williams, what's going on, man? Good to have you here with me. How you doing?
Oh man, I am enjoying this sunny weather. It is the mid-80s here, and the food doesn't get much better. One of my absolute favorite cuisines is Mexican. Pair that with, margarita, you are just in heaven.
That's it, man. Absolutely.
And that was a nice little floater there to get the height.
Yeah, Enzo Wolf, fan favorite of the North, to return next season to get the scoring started for them in this one. And that is a great bucket there from Cesar Castaneda.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they're looking to get some work in early. Latin America seems to be the fan favorite to win here. They've really been running that offense through Junter. The North just hasn't really found that traction, and so we'll see if they can find something here late in this season, maybe somewhere to run that offense.
Yeah, they've got the talent to do it. I think between Alex Rodriguez and the emerging Azuna Mazaka as well. Both those kids are the two main scorers of the team, and there is a huge three-pointer there from Latin America that gives them a 7-4 lead. But we'll see how the North gets going in this one, and they had a really good game last time out against Elixir Drive. They ended up losing by 2, 77-75. They took them to the limit, but still a great result from a team who, at least has been directionless for a majority of the season, unfortunately for them. Deep three ball, that one does not fall, and it gets rebounded by Akeem Young, who's right there to put it back up and score more points. Nicely done, right place, right time.
And a great possession on that. That really wasn't the best look for that deep of a three. I would have liked to seen a little more spacing to get that confidence. Definitely had the confidence, not the spacing, but a nice recovery, and to get those points off the rebound too is huge. And look at that jam in. Nice wide open lane. North coming in for that 1-point lead now, keeping it very competitive.
Yeah, Azuna Mazaka rising up and throwing it down. He had a tumultuous start to his Timberwolves career. Started off the season on the Philadelphia Elite. Had some issues over there. Ended up getting cut from the team, and now is down to go home with the North up in Canada. And here, 2 sets in a row, here we see him get buckets. 10-7, North out front.
Yeah, not scared to run that back. Nothing fancy on that shot. Just a nice, easy lay-in. At this point, you want to keep those buckets coming in. We're hoping to see them get past that 5 to 10 point mark, and we'll see if they can run away with it.
We'll see if they can, but right now, Timberwolves Latin America not letting them do it as they answer right back with points of their own. I want to talk keys to the game with you, Clutch. What are your keys to the game for the North?
I think it's, again, finding some rhythm, finding some traction. You got to have some consistency. So you got to know who your clutch players are. No pun intended there. But they're seeming to get it done here in the beginning, first quarter. They're not giving away too many points, so we're seeing that be effective. I think they need to toughen up a little bit on that D, because Latin America's still scoring some points, and we're not seeing that breakaway. We're just seeing it kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, that's good right now, though. Akiyama Ravello able to score there for Timberwolves Latin America as they continue to fight back and stay in this game. What about Timberwolves Latin America, though? What are your keys to the game for them?
I mean, you got to trust your guys.
That's not the fault.
Yeah, great look there. You got to trust your guys. They've had an offense that's been working this season. At this point, if you're down, don't let that get to your head. Just keep playing hard. Look for that open shot like that. Not getting it in, but you got to keep making that movement, keep making that opening and spacing.
Yeah, exactly. Got to find a way to keep the shots falling. And some of Latin America, as of late, they've been on a bit of a roll here. They're 4-1 in their last 5, and the North, on the other hand, are just 2-3 in their last 5 games. As that shot is good. 16-11. Bills continuing to look good here in this first quarter. Both offenses looking pretty good here to begin this one. Both getting really good looks. And there's a lob up to Hennessy. He cannot pull it down. Look the other way with Kim Young. Gonna finish with a two-handed flush the other way.
Just a big jam there, and I think that's that confidence we're talking about. Now, I've seen teams do this, even in some of our, regular playoff games here, where you have a team that's been down, and a lot of people expect that team to stay down, but that's a dangerous place to be, because you've got nowhere to go but up. And so I think in this case, the North might be just like, we've got to get this win, and they're making it happen.
They sure are, and a great pass from Rodriguez inside to, I believe that was Kim Young who got that. It wasn't Donenberg, called one of the two. Either way, they got points. 20-13, 20 points we know in the first quarter. Well, look at the response there.
Oh, that's absolutely personal. That's someone saying, like, we are not going to just take it. They are, again, the dominant team. They've had that nice win streak. So at this point, you got to just dig in deep. Look at that.
Oh!
Rejection.
Flying out of nowhere. Get that out of here. Ball's going to bounce. Same with Latin America. We're going to take a quick break, though, folks. Come right back. Welcome back, everyone. 2015, North out in front by 5, and they've had a great start to this first quarter thanks to both Akeem Young and Alex Rodriguez. Akeem Young leading the way right now. 8 points for him. A-Rod coming in with 4 of his own. Great drive through the contact inside from Red Joyner. Great start for that young man tonight.
And did you see the footwork on that last bucket? That was just some great moves to burn and turn. I think we're seeing a nice battle here. It's a nice high-scoring game, which I always like. It's always a struggle where you're not finding those buckets, but both teams finding opportunities to create shots. We're having great defense on both sides of the court. I'm really liking the competitiveness of both teams right now.
Somewhere Yells is wincing. He doesn't know why. Or no, he knows exactly why. And someone said they like high scoring games. Well, Donenberg Culver attacking on the inside and getting it done. Nicely done.
Yeah, some great movement there. Great way to attack the paint. Curious to see if they're going to pick up this perimeter shooting, or if they're going to just keep making it work.
Hang around on the
rim.
rim.
In there, rim forcing it back out.
Yeah, hang around on the rim there and could not fall, but there's a deep three-pointer from Donovan Bird. Calls with the 25-17, extending this lead out to now 8 for the North as we wind down the final minute here of first quarter play. Joyner continuing to attack off the rim, taking a chance though, up and in. Nicely done.
And both teams are making some shots that are contested. They're not making these buckets easy, but they're making them back to, I spoke a little too soon there, but that was a great look. We'll see if we can get some points back off that rebound.
And they're definitely going to try, and it's Joyner, guess who, once again, scoring. 4-point lead for North seeing it dwindle here in the latter half of this first quarter. Now the North in possession of it. Rodriguez working his way inside, trying to find space. Goes, get the foul. Called on Leon Scarf. So A-Rod going to go to the line here to shoot some free throws. You see Timber Latin American coach Gail De Leon on the sideline there. His second season in Timber practice. 19 career record for him.
Yeah, it was just a great battle for that bucket. He didn't get the and one, but still going to get at least one there. Hopefully that second bucket. I feel like the hair is giving him a little extra confidence. That is a very unique look. A seasoned man at this point, even the young man that he is. We'll see what he does the rest of this game here. Great second basket there. If I had to take a guess, I'd most certainly say that it's hair dye or something like that. But I mean, hey, look, we'll have to find out one of these days, I'm sure. Well, final 5 seconds here of the first quarter. They're taken away with the possession. Joyner going to fire a three, and it goes in for 2. Put on the line, but that's how the first quarter is going to come to a close. The North 26, Timber Latin America 23. Second quarter coming up here in Mexico City. Come on back for it, folks.
Well, we did it. We sealed the bad out and the good in. Take a second and look around you. Go ahead. We have everything we've always wanted. We'll want for nothing.
Excuse me. I really love it here.
Thank you.
We have all these beautiful avocados from Mexico, but where are the chips?
I'm sorry?
Oh, the chips. The chips are outside.
Why are they outside?
The chips are outside!
I want a Chris Elliott autograph. Hi.
Wait! Please, avocados taste great on lots of things. See? Avocado toast. We can still make this work.
Oh, Wi-Fi's down.
No.
Avocados from Mexico.
Welcome back, everyone. Second quarter action getting ready to begin here. In that first quarter, Clutch, we saw a great showing offensively from both sides, and especially from Latin America's Red Joyner. 13 points leading the way for North Latin America. Also 4 assists as well. He's 6 of 9 from the field. Overall, great start for him. And there's a foul to begin the second quarter on Akeem Young, his first of the game here. But we'll see some free throws coming up for Timber Latin America. As taking them, going to be Franklin Tyson.
And I'd absolutely expect Junior to be leading this team. I mean, it's a formula that's been working for him. Super clutch 3 there at the end to put only just a second. You're not even going to get a shot off at that point. Keeping this just a very close match. I think they're starting to find some of those holes in that offense that they were looking for. And they're still holding tight on that defense. So we'll see if that continues and if they can start to pull ahead in this second quarter.
Yeah, Franklin Tyson here at the line made his first free throw. Coming into the game, shooting 75% from the charity stripe. We'll see how his second one goes. It does not fall. Oh, still a 2-point game after the free throw opportunity there from the North. A-Rod gonna pull back for a 3. It does not go. But the second chance also does not go, as that is a poor miss there from Mitchell Morrison Cole.
Yeah, definitely struggling to find that offense. Rim not their friend right now. She was short, so we'll see if they can get some momentum back in that movement. At this point, they are definitely struggling as Latin America's coming close to getting that at least tie, maybe point ahead.
And Akeem Young quickly picking up his second foul in the quarter, and not even a minute into the second quarter, already has 2 fouls. Joyner at the line. His first free throw does not go. Certainly not going to help him get back into the game there. And that's a rare miss for him too, because he's normally excellent from the line, 93% coming into the game. And he's currently the number 45 ranked player in Sim World Prep. Top 50. Got a lot of talent as Joyner, and he's showing it over the last 2 games. He does get the second free throw to fall, making a 1 point the North lead. And Mitchell Morrison Cole's going to bring the ball up. Gives it over to Rodriguez on the wing, but Cole has it back to Rodriguez. Shot clock down to under 10 seconds, down to 6 now. Bird Culver fires, can't get off front rim, no good. Tyson up the other way with it. And Joyner has it once again. Using the screen from Tyson, give back to him, and he does make the most of a great ball movement there. Using the screen as well, gives Latin America a lead right back, 27-26.
Yeah, I'd agree. That was some absolutely great ball movement. You kind of saw that from the North, but you saw more hesitation. So I think they're starting to feel that strain. I think those missed opportunities are starting to get into some players' heads. Again, another short shot. Latin America looking like they've got the aggressiveness edge to this. So we'll see if they can keep it up, keep that pace going. Turnover there. See if North can score off this.
Yeah, great steal, quick hands there from Enzo to poke the ball away. But now the North really got to find a way to get on the board here. And Kim Young going to try his luck. Can't do it there, but Mitchell Morrison Cole is there on the second chance. Nicely done. That's exactly where you want to be. Help pick your teammates, especially when all of you collectively are struggling here at the moment offensively.
Yeah, that was a great unselfish play there. I'd like to see the dunk going into that drive right before it, but Morrison was able to pick it right back up. Latin America clapping right back with some movement of their own. Still keeping this a very contested game.
Absolutely. As Bird Culver can't connect there on that shot. And North back here on defense. What have you seen from the North defensively that's given them trouble here? Oh, what a great block from Morrison Cole. Well, what do you see from them just giving them trouble defensively with some of Latin America's offense?
I think what's going on is they're not where they want to be. I would say that Latin America is definitely controlling that pace. The looks that they're getting are much better, which is why their points are coming in more often. Because if you notice, North is getting some great rebounds. They're getting some opportunities, but they're not getting nearly as many points off those opportunities. And again, that's going to be a mental struggle when that continues to happen. You're managing to keep it close, but you had a very aggressive first quarter, and coming in, you're starting to lose that. And I hope that they're going to be able to come back from that.
Putting the time to do so. Franklin Tyson got the dunk, and now he'll get one more free throw. They're trying to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. And he does not get it. Unfortunately for him, the lead though is still small, and it's gonna man. The offense is these are bunnies that you would think that even high school players are making, but not this time. Good job there though. From Latin America coming back on the offensive end and scoring with the layup. 33-28.
That's 100% what I was talking about earlier. Is you're having a mentality where you should be making easy shots. They should be going right in, no brainers, and you're missing some really easy opportunities. That's going to definitely have an effect going into the second half, as you've now lost the lead. they've got to put some heat back in it. They've got to put the pressure on. They've got to make a statement.
Hey, well, how do you do that if you're the North? So now that the offense has kind of struggled a little bit to get through the second quarter, how do you go about starting that process of getting on that run you spoke of? There's some great defense here from Team Latin America, gets poked away by Cesar Castaneda and Richard Hennessy, bringing it up and kicks it back out. Akiyama Ravello.
I got 3 words on that: big, nasty hooks. And what I mean is, you got to bully up right now. You're not being aggressive. If you're not hitting the perimeter, get that paint, own the paint.
Don't mean to cut you off. We will continue the transition when we get back from a quick break here, folks. Welcome back, everyone, and if you are new here to SimWorld TV YouTube channel, why don't you consider joining SimWorld? Discord on TV by SimWorld Hoop. If you got the game, come be a player. If you got the brain, come be a coach. Or if you want to, be a member of the sports media team with us, talking games, write some articles if you want to, all that good stuff. Or you can just be a fan if you want and cheer on the SimWorld prep teams, these prep players and coaches as they make their journey from prep to pro and try to get to the SWBA. Will you be there along for the ride? I know you want to. You gotta do it by joining the Discord, discord.tv. Because SimWorld Hoop's the only place where you can see the game, be the game. Let's get back to game action here. Before we went on our break, we were talking about big meaty hooks.
Yeah, big nasty hooks, which means, old school bully basketball. I'm expecting some elbows. I'm expecting some aggression. Little jailhouse ball, if you will. Because right now it's not happening for the North.
It sure is not happening for them. Now the Latin America lead is up to 11 here, 39-28. It does get cut down there, though, thanks to the Donovan Bird-Culver jumper in the corner.
And that's just a great shot when you have it open. Nice long 3 right there, right on the edge. And look at that. Oh, man, he raised up. Was that Lazarus right there? Oh, my gosh, just raised up.
Cesar Castaneda. My goodness, what a phenomenal finish that was. Emphatically, 41 points. And Osaka coming back, trying to get one of his own, but instead gets fouled by Xavier Hawkins. And Osaka going to go to the free throw line here for the first time in this.
Yeah, Hawkins making him work for that one.
Yeah, he really did for sure. Didn't make it easy on him. Osaka from Buffalo, New York. We're into the game, a 96% free throw shooter, and he's like I mentioned, one of the better scorers of this North team. He's behind Alex Rodriguez in points per game at 15.4, just second on the team in the category. But him and A-Rod have made a good combination when they can both get going at a very high clip. And he does get them both to fall, so 41-32. Latin America out in front. 2-minute mark here in the second quarter.
And sometimes all you need is a duo, not the triple threat there. I think for a long time, we saw so many teams emulating that, but a good duo, is going to win you championships. Little something called Shaq and Kobe,
Yeah.
David Giannis,
Well, yes, yes, exactly. Well, look, I think that you get a lot of different kinds of basketball, especially here at the prep level. You have the teams that are all around one star, and teams that don't have really any quote unquote stars. They're all just a great team, and they play well together. You get a lot of very different styles here for basketball, and neither one of those shots were found the bottom of the net there. That one certainly didn't run Franklin Tyson. Theophilus Monty could not get either of those easy shots to fall on the North live possession that resulted in 2 easy points the other way for more Latin America. Under a minute here in the second quarter of play.
I don't want to understate star power, because it does exist for a reason, but sometimes I feel like we can overestimate star power. I think we've seen it, fundamental basketball. It's what's going to get the job done. Play as fancy as you want. In the end, you got to be consistent.
Especially here at the prep level, you have to. This is where you really hone in on your fundamentals and getting, just the little things done right, so you can work on the bigger things in the future. As Alex Rodriguez gets a little mid-range jumper to fall there. 10 seconds left here in the first half of play. Akiyama Ravello pass inside to Hennessy. Contact there from Morrison Cole. No call there from the refs, as that is going to end the first half of play. A 43-36 SimWorld Latin America lead. They turned it on there in that second quarter and didn't really look back.
Yeah, I think both teams, struggled to find, in the final minutes of that second quarter, any sort of traction. I think they were both trying to just figure out what they were going to do. Coming in, I hope we're going to see them, get that recovery.
Yeah, they got to find ways to make adjustments and, figure out how they can get their offenses going if you're the North especially, because your offense was kind of cold throughout that second quarter of play. Meanwhile, SimWorld Latin America has really started to come alive in that second quarter. If Latin America can really keep that going, I think that they'll be much like Allstate, in good hands getting into the second half of play here. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Halftime's upon us, but coming back for the second half action here in Mexico City.
Remember those pesky squirrels?
Uh-huh.
Well, I trained them.
Fun! Squirrels cutting coupons.
Yep. It's going to save us a ton of money and time.
I love your brain, Bob.
Me too.
Enough! Your tyranny ends now, you filthy humans! Not up, my brothers!
You seem so cool!
Yeah!
Ow!
The day of the squirrel is upon us!
No!
YOLO!
Oh, burn my head! Oh, God, it's mating with my mouth. Mommy! Get it off!
Welcome back, everyone. Second half action, get ready to begin here. And in that first half, Clutch, we saw similar Latin America. Both teams started off hot in the first quarter. Second quarter really was when Latin America started to take over and get hot, and they finished the first half shooting 65% from the field. That is insane, and you got to think that they can't stay that hot forever, right?
You know, you'd think so, but if truth be told, I feel like they actually cooled down, you know, during those final minutes in that second half. I feel like they could have pulled away to 15 points. But sometimes you get comfortable, you know, in a close to double-digit lead. So we'll see if they can get some of that fire back, because I think they do have it in them with those numbers. But I also feel like the North, if you're gonna find that traction again, you need to hit your clutch guy. You need to get back to Junior.
And you got, if you're the North, I think you have to try to find a way to start to get some of those 3-pointers to fall. You're 1 for 5 in the first half from deep. No, I think
1
that,
for 7.
I'm sorry, so we have 1 for 7.
Yeah, so even lower on that percentage, which again, it's, you know, it's gonna get in your head. It's that simple. When you're hearing that thunk, thunk, it's tough, you know, and you know, at this point, I think you need to adjust. It's not to say you give up on the 3, but you got to start working that paint. You got to start working the mid-range. We haven't seen too much going on there, and I feel like a lot of that movement has been reactionary.
Well, yeah, when you work, you know, mid-range and even working on the interior too, it can open up your outside shooting. So hopefully that does come to pass, and we'll see what kind of changes both the teams make as the second half really gets underway here. We're about a minute through it here. Richard Henderson being a bully on the inside, gets his own rebound and goes strong on the second chance finish.
Yeah, way to not give up on that ball. That's how you battle through to get the buckets that you knew were yours. He was not going to let it go.
Certainly was not, as the North can retain possession here at that loose ball was let out of bounds. But I want to go back to the three-point talk we had a minute ago. It's also a little strange too, because the North is normally a pretty good three-point shooting team. You know, they're coming into the game ranked top 10 in both three-pointers made and three-point percentage on the season. There's one right there that falls. Now 47-42. North are trying to claw back all the way back into this one. But pass inside to Hennessy. 2 more points for the big fella from Red Joyner.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, you got to keep making, you know, some points, but you also got to stop the other side. At this point, you're not going to do it, you know, by letting them get those, I don't want to say easy points, but those confident points, if you will. So not getting any points off that last possession, and that's going to be a problem for them.
Yeah, trading, you can't really, if you're the North, you can't really afford to trade baskets right now. You have to find a way to get some different stops and get them consistently. Shot clock winds down here. Joyner is trying to get a shot up. He does get one up. It's right around the rim. No good. Arrow on the rebound. Up to Monty. Back to Rodriguez.
Oh, and I would call that a missed opportunity. He could have just drove right in and got some of those points they desperately need. But that hesitation, you know, I mean, some of the best can have it, and it's a hard balance to find, you know, that in between, you know, am I overconfident, or is that just enough to, you know, hear that beautiful swish we all love?
That one is not, as the shot clock cheese does not fall there. 49-42. Timberwolves Latin America still holding on to a lead. Still long at last, but there's 4:50 left here in the third quarter. But A-Rod turnaround jumper does not go.
And we're seeing a lot of these missed opportunities continue to happen for the North. Oh, little fancy movement there. Almost broken ankles.
Yeah, gotta finish the play though. As here Hennessy has a mismatch. Kick back out to Joyner. They use the screen from Hennessy and gets the mid-range jumper to fall. Joyner is absolutely cooking right now. in the home stadium, this is the place you wanted to be. Look at the pass from Enzo Wolf to Akeem Young. It doesn't go the first time, but he does. He doesn't rebound and put it back up reverse style and get the 2 points that time.
And that was just a fancy finish. That's, you got to make a statement at this point because maybe you're not getting some buckets to fall. But you're going to get the crowd hyped up off that, and sometimes that can be the difference maker.
Yeah, it sure can be the difference maker. And look, we've got games tomorrow coming at you. Our first one tomorrow is going to be the game of the week for Thursday. Royce, for next Thursday. The game of the week for next Thursday. Royce Anderson and the HC Aliens will go to face Darius McBride and the Yacht Club down there in Brickell, Florida. That is going to be a very, very fun contest. And a little look ahead to the weekend. A little preview. So you already know what the game of the week is for that one. Very excited for that one. That's going to come at you on Thursday, and the ATL is going to be home for that one. It's going to be at the TRB for that one. We know how that environment is. Always loud, always raucous. Very excited for that game coming up next Thursday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern on Spin World TV. And speaking of games, there's a game coming up next after this one. Again, this is one of our Smart TV triple header. Next up, we are going to see Lone Star Basketball Club. And they are going to be facing the Queen City Kings, coming off a good win against Southeast West yesterday. Any thoughts on that game in particular, C-Dub? Or Clutch?
Yeah, we'll see if North is going to pick it up here. I think that Junta, he's found that rhythm again, and that's a dangerous place to be in, especially when you're down and you've got an opponent getting such great points there. Gotta have that movement, gotta be unselfish players at this point.
Yeah, you gotta have the ball movement exactly. But Paulo Montejo was going to get hit with a flagrant one on Akeem Young. So Young is going to go to the line for free throws, and they'll retain possession as well. This could be the gift, the break that you need if you're the North. You've been struggling offensively. This will be the spot. You get the free throw here. You get the point on the possession after this as well. I think this would be a good sign for them.
Well, and that doesn't happen very often, I've wondered about that myself. I mean, it was definitely some tough contact, but did it draw that line? But absolutely, you've got to make these adjustments that you need. You got to start drilling it. Find open opportunities, find teammates that need the ball to go in. It's how you're going to come back.
Most certainly. Let me get there and look. This is what I really think, because Akeem Young just made those 2 free throws there. The North's going to keep possession out of the timeout here. Once you get back to play after the flagrant. Those two points, and if they can score here, you're talking about a 4 or 5 point swing here potentially. And this could be big for the momentum of the North for the rest of the quarter at least. We'll see what they do here. Deal for this monster ball here on the wing. That's when we swing to the other side. Mazaka for 3, no good. In and out. That's tough.
And that was a great look. They really need to get back to that comfort zone of 1 to 2 point difference, and I think then they've really got an opportunity to come into this 4 strong. But you gotta keep those points close. If they start to run ahead on you again, you're in dangerous territory coming into the 4th. Not a huge shot of winning. And they got to get that defense up. They're allowing way too many buckets for Latin America.
Yeah, Latin America's offense has been clicking really since that second quarter, it seems. And now some defense here from Latin America. Joyner has it. Kick over to the corner to Castaneda, who does get stopped by A-Rod. Nice job to stop the ball there in the corner and not allow him to get a quick shot off in the corner. Joyner using the screen. And very nicely done by Red Joyner, taking the screen from Franklin Tyson. And getting 2 more points. He continues to stay hot, too, for some more Latin America.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I talked about. You got to watch when that young man finds his rhythm. You know, you're already down. You're letting more points come on the board. You have to be worried at this point.
It's 11 points. I wouldn't be too concerned yet. But if you can get to the fourth quarter, I would say even 6, 8 points. I feel a little bit better from the North, and from a great closeout defense from Theophilus Monty to not allow that easily and make it a little bit more difficult than what it was, and resulted in a miss. And now the North back in possession of it here. A minute 40 left in the third quarter of play, and look at Enzo Wolf posting up. Red Joyner not afraid of him. Little man going in there off the glass and the back of the rim, no good. Back the other way with it though. Here is SimWorld Latin America using the screen from Montejo. And went up and can't get it to fall. So close, yet so far there.
Yeah, absolutely.
45-46. SimWorld Latin America out in front. Mazaka fires that one, no good. Good defense there, getting a hand up in the face of Mazaka. Make that difficult, and look at Red Joyner going inside, but more defense here as A-Rod rises up and gets in his face, make the stop.
Yeah, the three-point range has not been their friend tonight, and that's a little surprising given how well they've done all season. It's got to be, again, this is something that gets in players' heads. You get a mental block. You've got to start making more than just twos to come back ahead. Double-digit leads are never fun. But like you said, if you can stay alive and keep it close to 10, you can come back on that fourth with some nice aggression like that.
Yeah, and there's a great start there. Azunda Mazaka, no talk the present, and the final 15 seconds here of the third quarter of play. Joyner being guarded by Enzo Wolf. Gonna hold for the final shot. I think this is the wise thing to do here on the final possession. It's gonna be an alley-oop, and it's gonna go in.
Oh, they weren't gonna
Franklin Tyson, unbelievable, and that is how the third quarter is gonna come to an end, folks. 57-48. SimWorld Latin America out in front. They've got one more quarter to try and get their 10th win on the season. Can they do it? We'll find out.
SimWorld presents Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Elava.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
Around the Table is the SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports from around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube at SimWorld4K. And as always, see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
put those fours up, folks. It is fourth quarter time, 57-48. Similar Latin America out in front looking for their 10th win on the season, beating their double-digit mark. And they're continuing their great start as Leon Stark. This Stark's feeling pretty good. 60-48 now, beginning the fourth quarter here for Similar Latin America.
Oh, and little man is hungry. I was going to say before, he may not have made the bucket, but he definitely wanted the ball. This is a man that I think right now you might want to start putting the ball in his hands. You might be able to see a little movement, a little, difference from that lackluster we had in the third. I mean, they really haven't picked up any momentum since the second quarter. They've managed to tread water at best, but they're not taking the good shots.
Yeah, Enzo Wolf here mentioned earlier, one of the fan favorites on this North team. He's not going to wow you with his numbers, but he does have a great off-court personality, and he has a lot of heart to him as well. That's one of those things that, as a smaller guy myself, I definitely empathize with that, and I feel I'm always rooting for these smaller players. Enzo Wolf is probably one of the shortest kids we have here in Sim World Prep, 5'10".
Who he reminds me of is like an Alex Caruso. I remember the first time I saw Alex Caruso on the Lakers, and I thought to myself, who the is Alex Caruso? And he's the most plain-looking guy, but I think he's got just some heart about him that he's done relatively well on any team he's been on, and yet he's like the most underrated guy.
Yeah, and here's Enzo Wolf trying to attack pass inside to Akeem Young, who does get points, and it's a 10-point Sim World Latin America lead here as Red Joyner bringing the ball up the court. It's his world tonight, and we're just living in it as he's leading the way with Sim World Latin America. 20 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and a block as well. There, I saw some SMU scouts in here. I saw some New Mexico scouts in here. I saw some Colorado State scouts in here. They're all here to watch Red Joyner, and he is putting on a clinic.
Yeah, just having a terrific game. And I think that when you're doing that, you're not thinking about the scouts. You're not thinking about, future games. You're just in the moment, knowing you're holding it down for your team. Did you see that stuff?
I sure did. I also heard the whistle I heard the whistle as well. At foul on Akiyama Ravello. Enzo Wolf's going to go back to the free throw line and shoot some more free throws here. More than North as they trying to cut the lead back to 10. Like they said, they've been treading water the last few possessions, and since the second quarter, really. Still in that 10-point range here. They got to find a way to get over that hump here if they want to have a chance. It makes this thing a game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right. They've managed to hang on, to tread water, as I said earlier, but you got to start to break away from that at this point. You can't just rely on your defense. It's been doing well, but your offense has to start delivering. It's a two-way street. You got to have both when it comes to basketball.
That's very true. And speaking of treading water here, Clutch, I don't think I'll be. I'm not going to be hanging out on any beaches while we're here in Mexico. I'm not a swimmer. You a swimmer at all?
It's funny. I love the water. Beaches definitely are my thing. And I was just thinking, he just kind of floated like he was in water. He was suspended there for a bit. That was great. No, it's a hot day like this. I mean, water is what you really want to be in. Something ideally 70 degrees.
Nah, I'll pass. I will pass on the water, man. Those who know me, y'all know I'm not a big water guy. I like drinking water is fine, but being in the water and swimming and whatnot, not my jam. I'll be near the shore, the coast.
That was a great steal by the North to get those buckets back, and that's what we're talking about, is getting those points off the opportunity. And yeah, when it comes, I think that you would get along with my dog real well because he loves the water, hates to swim. Finally got him fetching a stick last weekend in the reservoir. Very excited. Took a video of it. Of course, didn't show anyone. That's the lifestyle I roll with.
Of course not. No, I think it's we got a 6-point game here though, and that turnaround one-handed hook shot there, if we'll call it there, went and it fell. We're gonna take a quick break here though, folks. 8-point lead for Latin America. Come on back.
Bad enough, it's gonna be tough. Better know the road is rough, so push on up. Get up off the grind again. Yeah, partner, I'ma be here till the Pharaoh won. If I lose or win, you gon' know I ain't no hoe. I had a dream of going pro, I let that go. But I snatched my diploma before I exit the door. Now when they...
Welcome back, folks. You guys have an 8-point game here, and we're almost halfway through the fourth quarter, 68-60. And again, for some of Latin America, it's been all about Red joining here tonight. But for the North, they've really had to lean on the impressive play of a King Young, 19 points leading the way for them. And I think that if I'm Coach Amir Hyman, I'm gonna run the offense through him in the post and try to get him easy looks, which can cause defense to crash on him and kick it out to other players defensively.
And when you've got what's working, you've got what's working. You might be down, but you've got a guy delivering close to a third of your points, or actually a third of your points. You're going to want to get that ball back in his hands. But again, keep looking for those other hungry players. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think we've seen some selfish ball movement for the North here, and I think that's why Latin America's had more success. Is if you see their ball movement, they're going to anyone that's open.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a great job from some of Latin America to find different players on their offense. Now, again, most of it has been through Joyner, but they have other players hit, and there's one that hit. 3-pointer falls from Ravello in the corner. There's a loose ball found on Richard Hennessy. The 3 points will stand, but it will be the North basketball anyway.
Yeah, and this is a time that you definitely need to be aggressive. You got to start moving. I still haven't seen anything in the mid-range. They're not hitting anything outside. They're having some success in the paint, but we need diversity if we're going to get some points. And see, that's why, because you got great hustle on that play, but that's a contested shot all day.
Yeah, that's not the shot you want. Ideally, you want to try to use the screen. You did part of it right. The passing just wasn't fair. So I think you tried to reset at that point. It didn't happen. So Stark does not get his shot to fall, being guarded by Mazaka defensively. Good defense to stand there from him. 13-point lead, and Ozunda Mazaka. That's a tough shot over Richard Hennessy.
Yeah, great shot there. Great awareness. I really thought he was going to get that. At this point, though, I would say, if you're Latin America, you're playing a tough defense game, but you're not having to push as hard for the offense. You can ride out these last 2 minutes. Just keep making sure that, you get, at least the 2 buckets, get those rebounds, and you've got a victory, but not before you get a big slam home.
And Akeem Young fought his way through the 2 Latin American players there to get that rebound. Did you see that? That's effort, that's hustle. That is what these Samoa youth scouts are looking for. And he's from New Orleans, so we might see him go back home to play his college basketball for LSU, perhaps. I know there has some interest in Akeem Young. We'll see how that goes for him. We're down to the final minute, 35 seconds here of this game. It does look like Latin America will get to their 10th win on the season, but there is Monty on the glass. Monty can't get the second chance bucket to fall there.
And some great hustle from all the players. I think the North is starting to feel it. It's going to take a miracle to pull 9 points out in a minute. But that's not to say give up. Keep playing that defense.
Yeah, exactly. What a fantastic block there. Akeem Young rotating over, being in position to block that shot away. Unfortunately for the North and Mazaka, the shot does not fall as we are under a minute here in Mexico City. Joyner takes the screen from Hennessy and gets to the rack easily. And that's 75 points for Latin America, and that is Joyner 26 on the night. What a game from him. Definitely impressed the scouts in attendance with his play tonight. Rodriguez gets his jumper mid-range to fall there. A late midi from him as we are at 30 seconds left here in this one.
Great hustle all around.
Hennessy does not get it to go.
And can he bring it back? Nope, he's forcing that 3. At this point, you're just putting the nails in the coffin. Just finish the game out. You had a terrific match, and I think for the North, they're cycling out the same story of the season. They just haven't found the direction that they've been wanting, and I think that's going to be the key to them finishing out semi-strong this season. Is find that player who's going to be young, running through young, but you need to have the entire team on board for that.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Latin America, though, winning this 75-66. Game 2 of SimWorld TV is coming at you, folks. Stay tuned for that one. For Clutch Williams, I'm B-Ron. See you in Game 2.
فايز اعمل لك معايا سندوتش جبنه؟
مش جعان.
Just you know why you and
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
Hello and welcome here to the second game of our triple header here on SimWorld TV. We are at the High Court Sports and Rec Center, home of the Queen City Kings. They are hosting Lone Star Basketball Club tonight. I'm Siege, and here in the booth with me, Maestro. Maestro, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing outstanding, man. Thank you for running cover for me earlier. Meg Thee Stallion was down in the lobby. I know she was looking for me, but you got me out that back door nice and cool. But that don't mean I'm going to text her later. But I just thank you for getting me here on time.
Well, you know, some call her Meg Thee Stallion. She's looking more like Meg the Clydesdale these days. So I totally, anytime you need to cover, I got you. But we got two interesting teams here. Both have somewhat underachieved this season. But last night, Queen City Kings got a high-scoring victory over Southeast Select, 90-85. 3 players notching 20 points, including Nick Hugo, who we haven't seen too much of from this year, but he's going to be matched up with Arthur Lemore tonight, so that's one to watch out for. What are your keys to keeping that momentum rolling for Queen City?
You know, I'll tell you something. Being on the call last night and then watching the game again this morning, one of the things that really impressed me about the way Queen City Kings handled their business last night was the way Taz Journey was responsible for nearly half the team's points last night, between assists, points, and everything else, and other small things that he did. He really stepped in there, and the fact that if they're going to do anything tonight, now granted, I know we're talking about a 6 versus an 8, but it's still SimWorld prep. Anything can happen, right? Oh my goodness. Don't you even bring the shoelace to a sandal party. That's right.
We're going to take a quick break and be right back. And welcome back here. Lone Star with the first bucket of the game, 2-0. And actually, you were talking about Toss Journey right before the break. I'm just want to continue praising Toss Journey. I really like his game. 6'7", 15-year-old, first year in SimWorld Prep. He's proven time and time again he can do a lot of things. He's very smooth with the ball in his hands, especially for a guy that size. He's long, athletic. He's got an interesting shot, as we just saw there. Almost got that Kevin Duckworth free throw with the one hand. He's really doing all that. But other than that, he's very athletic. This is a prospect that I think we're going to be looking at as one of the top prospects by the time he's ready to move on to the next level. His game is very all around, very complete.
Absolutely, and he's right at that flexible height. You know, I love my bigs between 6'7" and 6'9". That's the height where you can work on the guard side and work on the big side. And when you're athletic the way he is, man, it's just pretty. Except that shot.
And that can be worked on. You know, Sean Marion, you talk about shots. Yeah. Sean Marion did have a pretty shot, but it went in.
True that.
I guess.
True that. It's funny, and I definitely need to do a short on this, but before the days of TrackMan, before they tracked your ball rotation and all that other stuff, the way scouts would look at you in combines and in tryouts and in workouts, they would have you shoot while they stood with their back to the basket to hear how your ball hit the rim or hit the nets. because they could tell the consistency in your shot. And sound tells you a lot. I mean, now we have all the numbers, but sound tells you a lot. As long as you get, oh my goodness gracious. But sound tells you a lot about what to do, and that was a loud, big piece of thunder right there.
That's 2 straight slams for Arthur Lattimore at the rack. Lone Star getting out and running early in this one. They saw, I guess they saw Queen City's high-scoring game last night, and they're going to try and keep up to start.
Absolutely, and you know what? They definitely have the people able to do it. You know, I've always loved Arthur Lattimore, specifically his footwork and his hands, and to see him being able to sort of utilize that now, his ups have gotten a lot faster, as we've seen, if you can imagine that. But notice those last 2 dunks started with a quasi-questionable pass that he was able to use his hands to turn the ball around and then do that volleyball jump that I always brag about, going straight up to the rim, choosing violence, boom. Your mama and sausage, all you go.
You know what they said? Whoa, speaking of, check that out. Ronnie Shanahan, the recent Texas A&M commit, with the standing dunk. Ronnie basketball. Another steal for Lone Star. They're picking pockets tonight.
Somebody gonna catch paper.
Hey, Ronnie Shanahan right to the rack, and he's showing out tonight. This Lone Star basketball team has quickly gotten out to a 10-2 lead, and they are running. And hey, while you're here, run to the like button, run to the subscribe button, make sure you're getting notified. Don't miss a single SimWorld TV broadcast. You're not going to miss them. You might catch a maestro here and there, you know, and you never want to miss those. So once again, like, subscribe, get notified. SimWorld TV on YouTube, and remember to drink your water. That's the most important.
Hydrate, baby. Maestro in the morning, maestro in the evening, maestro at night with a little dash of seeds. Next thing you know, you got a couch on fire, baby.
You got a couch on fire and somebody's pregnant. It's crazy how those
Speaking of which, never mind.
No, we can't talk about that. The NBA's still active, and you know that.
Yeah. Up to the game.
Carter Fields with a bucket there. That's the recent Wake Forest commit, getting it done on that side, showing a little touch from the mid-range. You love to see that.
Absolutely. And, you know, again, he's at that height where he can play in and out, and you just want to see him keep developing. For him, it's about the footwork to go along with his athleticism. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but that is the next step for him, to get his footwork to match his athleticism. He'll be unstoppable.
Absolutely. We've known since last season at SimWorld Prep that he's very much so a human pogo stick. Runs the floor well, fills his lanes well. But yeah, if he can get that footwork and kind of that offensive game going, but let's get the defense going here. Nick Hugo gonna stop him there. Nick Hugo trying to carry momentum from last night's game into this one. Keep playing like the Nick Hugo we know. Carter Field can't get that one to go. Lone Star coming the other way.
And what happened? He jumped off balance. He actually did a more of a slanted jump than a straight up jump, and he took the energy off his shot. Just what we were just talking about. Textbook version right there. Mark that part of the tape, mark that part of the video, study that, fix that footwork. That's going to be a bucket every time.
Every time. He's certainly got a really high ceiling when you talk about a guy with that kind of athleticism. You know, you can teach a lot of things you can't teach superhuman athleticism, and Carter Fields has got it.
No, absolutely.
Aiden Weaver at the line, another recent commit here in SimWorld Prep, going to the University of Alabama. Will be teaming up with East of the East Levin Cutler and Southeast Selects Coco Bryce. These schools are just farming SimWorld Prep once again, just showing you this is the best prep league you're going to find anywhere in the world, and these schools know it.
100%. And you know, Fold Tide, because I'm a dog, I'm just going to say Fold Tide, not Roll Tide. They better become a basketball school, because they're not going to sniff anything in football for about another decade and a half. I'm just not joking.
Yeah, well, it's just like a Georgia fan to get 2 national championships and start talking about it. I understand. I get it. You gotta talk your talk while you can, and I understand that. But Alabama is a basketball school now, so it's fine.
Brother, you're talking to a guy that when we lost in the SEC championship game with that dumb timeout at the end of the game, I was still talking trash all the way to the parking lot. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do?
I'm picturing Maestro just walking through the stadium, just barking at people.
Exactly.
Just barking at them.
Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we lost. That's all right. That's all right.
Queen City Kings struggling so far in this one on the offensive end. Only 6 points here with about a minute and a half left to go. That's after scoring 90 last night, Maestro.
And oh, by the way, that 90 came with I think it was a 20-plus point first quarter because of Marco Jacobs putting on a clinic in passing and scoring himself, just basically taking team on his back before his other two teammates and Nick Hugo and Top.
Beautiful pass there from Tosh Journey. Sorry to interrupt, but Tosh Journey finds Carter Field on an absolutely beautiful bounce pass.
Yes, it was. I just love how, as the season progressed, the quality of passing has gotten so much better.
That chemistry, the chemistry with everyone's teammates, it goes up. You know, you start trusting them to be where they're supposed to be, and you make the right pass. Nick Hugo. There he is.
No, yes! That's what that was from the coach on the sideline.
Hey, if it goes, it was a good shot. That's what I always say.
There you go.
Trey Bird for three, can't get it to fall. And Queen City Kings, just like that, within three, got a chance for momentum here. Nick Hugo runs the lane, fills it, and gets the pass from Tosh Journey.
Perfect pass. Shoulder height to the back ear of the defender. Gave your man, the only person who's going to catch it was your man. That's what you want to see. Great job. Bravo Zulu. Mark that, everybody. Study that.
Matthew Mozgov, clock running down, about a 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. Aiden Weaver gets the jumper to go. Looks like he was past the line. Marco will just chuck one. Yeah, almost good. Almost good. But 15-12. That's our score here at the end of the first quarter. Lone Star Basketball Club leads Queen City Kings. We'll be back with more action right after this. Welcome back here, second quarter at the High Court Sports and Rec. Maestro, what have you seen so far from these teams? And what have you seen so far from these teams?
I've seen Queen City Kings not do what they did last night in terms of being able to effectively move the ball up and live in a transition game where they were so successful, and thus only 12 points as opposed to last night, I believe they had in the low 20s. Now, on the other side of it, though, I have to tell you, Lone Star has found a way to be dominant, not just in the post, but also stopping and being valuable in the transition game, as we're seeing right now. forcing Queen City Kings into a slowed down half-court game that they're just not responding to right now.
Absolutely, they're struggling a little bit. Neither team hit a three so far, but they did have a little run. You know what? He's not going to struggle to do that. Toss Journey, he's going to slam one down. He can pass, he can dunk. What can't he do?
Athleticism for everybody. Great pass into the paint there. Great hands for Arthur Lattimore. Good two in the post. I tell you, when you see teams, and again, giving you flowers early once again, the chemistry that's developed over the season, we're seeing it come through now. Queen City Kings, they're playing not the typical younger lineup that they have, a little bit of an older lineup. All that's going to pay off as we get into the race to one, baby.
Got to get that chemistry up, get those rotations tight, know what you're doing. Another steal here for Lone Star, and they've been very successful in transition so far. That's their fourth bucket off their fourth steal of the game.
Convert those to points to make it work. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely. Points in transition, it's a big stat. Nobody pays attention to it, but points in transition can be a big one. Toss Journey with it, getting some screens. Another steal here for Lone Star, and this is going to be another bucket here for Trey Bird. They are playing some fierce defense tonight.
Definitely turning on, and they're going to need to do that. You know, a team that has been up and down the way they've been, being near the bottom of the southern region, they need to do that tonight. They need to show Lone Star, I'm speaking of, apologize everybody. They need to show that they can have a consistent four-quarter game that's going to give them an opportunity to be competitive. It's one thing to have a record that's not so great, but if you're not competitive, there's a lot of teaching things that are not missing, and competition is one of those teaching elements that coaches have to look at.
Absolutely, absolutely. Aiden Weaver with 2 bricks from beyond the arch there. Arthur Lattimore with the good board and kick out, but just couldn't get it to go. Again, we remain 3-less in this game.
Well, you know, 3 points are more than 2. I remember you telling me that a long time ago. And that's still true, by the way.
It is.
Don't fight it. But if you can't get it, you better get 2. Because
I'd rather have 2 than nothing.
Yeah, because that's science.
That is science. That is science. Timeout here by Lone Star Basketball Club. Down 3, just under 5 minutes in the second. And Queen City Kings have been able to stay in this one. It hasn't been pretty, but they've been on a couple runs. Toss Journey has done a good job of getting to the rim here in the second quarter. Said we need to get a little more offense going, and I'm gonna muscle my way in there. And hey, speaking of muscling your way in there, go muscle your way in on all of our socials here at SimWorld, at SimWorld4K. Find us on Twitter, or X as the kids are calling it, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, MySpace, ? I don't know. You might have to go look and find out. That's SimWorld4K, Twitter, X as the kids are calling it, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It's at SimWorld4K. And Maestro, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not sure what it is.
Well, you can definitely find me on flushable wipes. It doesn't matter where you go. It's for home institutions and industrial use. Keep out the reach of children, and kills coronavirus, but also causes COVID-19. So you can always catch me there. Don't be afraid to say hey, and I'll definitely follow you back.
Absolutely. Find Maestro in public, and you actually get a pot of gold. So. But you gotta take it from him. He's gonna say he doesn't have it. You gotta make him give it to you.
I might let you keep the gold, but I'm keeping my female leprechaun. That's all I'm gonna say.
You didn't even have to tell them about that.
Oh, too soon? My bad.
Too soon. And we're back here. Lone Star coming out of the timeout. We'll see what Coach Simpson got drawn up. Mark Dawn, why don't you draw that one up? Why don't you draw up a freak of an athlete going straight to the rim and baptizing Taz Journey?
Oh my goodness, hold up. I'm finishing up the chalk outline on the body.
Oh, back at you! Right back at you! It's a dunk party. Bring your Dunkaroos, Maestro. I'll bring the milk, you bring the Dunkaroos.
I got you covered, bro. No problem. We'll have to bring 2 medical examiners out. A whole lot of body outlines on the floor tonight.
Too many, I would say. Oh, that's going to be an offensive 3-second from Arthur Lattimore. He didn't agree with that call.
You know, we saw 4 of those in the game last night, Siege, and I'm telling you, I'm wondering what's going on there. I'll tell you, one of the ones last night was a very heady play by the defense. The defender got off his man and made him think that he was farther out than what he was. Did not realize he was in the 3-lane. I think that was just a rare case where Arthur Lattimore just lost his position on the floor.
Absolutely. He's not one to do that often. He's a pretty high IQ player down low, but look, it happens. We all make mental errors there, and that's a mental error given Marco Jacobs a little too much space too close to the basket.
Can't do. Oh, look at those hands.
Carter Fields, it's a block party too. We got all kinds of parties going on tonight.
He's so long and so strong. It's this guy able to do what he's able to do.
It's insane what you can do with length like that. Carter Fields backing down Mozgov. Can't get it to go though. Good strong D from the guard Mozgov on a much bigger Carter Field.
Absolutely, and you know that's one of those moves that once he get again, that's back to the footwork. Oh my goodness! Don't even think about bringing no juice to a gin party.
Get it out of here, and we're gonna get out of here and be right back. Welcome back here, and Carter Fields having himself a good night. One of the more, underrated post players. Arthur Lattimore, one of the more highly touted post players. Meister, I know you got strong thoughts about the post game, as I do, and its place in today's game.
Absolutely, and it pretty much going back to that last little turnaround play that we saw, that the shot that was missed. When the player takes it, if you're facing the rim, if you're on the left side of the rim, and you turn to the baseline, you have to go straight up, because then the backboard becomes a defender. To make that work, you have to go straight up. You can't lean, you can't fade. You have to go straight up and shoot with your inside hand to make that work. So if you're on the left side of the rim, you got to shoot with your right hand. Same thing on opposite side. You shoot with the other hand. That's how you make that work. And these guys are athletic enough to do that. But where does that start, Siege? It starts with your feet.
Big feet, guys. Especially in the post, you gotta get that footwork down. Most of the great post players in SWBA history, you're gonna find that they were incredible foot technicians.
All I'm gonna say is, if you want to do homework, look at Hakeem the Dream, and just look at his feet. Just look at his feet. Just look at his feet. Don't look at anything else. Look at how he moved, positioned himself, and how he moved around. You will hardly find a pair of better feet in the post than Hakeem the Dream.
I'm not going to argue with that. And if you want to look at something else, we just had back-to-back threes from each team. Our first of the game. Finally. I'd rather see more of those dunks and blocks, but I'll take a couple of threes. Yeah, I don't. That's a shot clock grenade if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I think it blew up anyway.
Hey! There it is, more of that. Ronnie Shanahan finds Arthur Lattimore up top. Both Texas natives. You start to think, are Ronnie and Arthur maybe talking about playing together next year? Who knows? Arthur Lattimore, one of the top prospects yet to commit.
I can't imagine a school not wanting to get their hands on King Arthur. I just can't. I just can't imagine. There is nothing about his game that makes me say, nah, this might be a risk.
Well, I couldn't agree more there. I can't imagine there's any school that wouldn't offer him, at least offer him, like take a shot at him, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
At least so you can tell yourself you tried,
And, when we come back after the half, I give you a quick insight on the scouting universe and how things are talked about in the room when nobody's around.
Ooh, little secret talk.
Yeah. That's called a tease in the biz.
All right. If there's anything Maestro knows, it's a tease. And Arthur Lattimore deflects the pass that was going up for Nick Hugo. 7 seconds left in the half. Lattimore spins around Jacobs to the rack. Beautiful move there. That's some good footwork to get around there in the high post. That was sensational. And Sky Durant can't get the lob to go. Lone Star Basketball Club with a 35-25 lead over Queen City Kings here. And Maestro, we talked about it a little, but this is doesn't feel like the same Queen City Kings team that we saw last night. If you're Coach Skinny Washington, what are you saying to your guys in the locker room?
Not even close to what they were last night. I'm sitting them down and saying, okay, what worked for us last night that can work tonight? One, passing, the interior game, moving in transition, starting and ending our plays with Marco Jacobs, Nick Hugo, and Taz Journey, making those things happen. That's what worked for us last night. But I'm going to tell you something. That particular move by Arthur Lattimore and the way he's playing in the paint, that was like watching Clay Matthews come off the edge to sack a quarterback. The way he was able to make that move, it's amazing. That's going to be hard to stop all night.
Absolutely. He's on one. And this whole Lone Star team, they've been out and running all game. They've been getting steals. They've been trying to play the transition game wherever they can. And it seems to be working with them. Arthur Lattimore with 10-7 and an assist to boot. He's got an assist to boot, but we got a good game on our hands, but let's hope Queen City Kings can figure something out. And we'll find out if they can after halftime.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
Fucking awesome. You, Bob.
You, Jim.
Eric, I have a bag on line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen?
Will the owner of a white station wagon please go yourself?
We're gonna go down there and we're gonna some. We're gonna some. We're gonna do whatever we have to because we're gonna some.
Poop.
Doesn't count.
Shut the up!
I am so proud of you mother suckers. Here.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Welcome back here for the second half of this one. Maestro, I think you were telling me about letting me in on some secrets that go on behind closed doors.
Yeah, so when you talk about scouting, right, and I hope you players, please listen to what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes teams and schools will bring in outside people to help scout. They get a lot of information from high school coaches and prep coaches and things like that. What happens is we get in the room, and generally for those of us who are brought in as scouts from the outside of the team, we have a list of players. A list of players that the coaches ask us to check out one way or the other, depending on their age variant. And then they ask us for players that might be, oh, my goodness gracious, Arthur Lattimore is just getting it done tonight. And they ask us to take a look at players that might be up and coming, freshmen and sophomore. And they never start with how many points. They never start with how many points. They never start with how many rebounds. They always start with attitude, playability, teachability. It always starts there. What do they do when they're 20 points down and the game is over? What do they do when they're 20 points up and the game is in hand? How do they handle those things? What do they do off the court? Those questions are asked. And unless you are just so over-the-top athletic, if you don't have those other things going for you, the conversations are usually very short.
The intangibles, they say. You got to have them. You got to have them. And we saw in that a couple possessions ago already, Lone Star with another steal. That's their 6th turnover of the game. They've got 13 points on those 6 turnovers, have converted every single one of them into a bucket.
Mason Green with the defense. I love seeing the 7-footer do his thing, and he brings the ball up like a point guard.
Point guard Mason Green?
Point guard Mason Green there.
Oh, what a pass.
What a pass. Oh my goodness. And again, to the right person, his hand. You know, I can tell you right now, any scout, anyone who looks at Arthur Lattimore, they'll say this: great hands, major high IQ, always where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there, and then some. Always puts the teammates in the best position, always is in the best position. And if there's anything that they would say that he probably should have to work on, is a mid-range jump shot, and that can be taught all night long.
Oh, if he could get a mid-range jump shot going, there's very few ways to stop this guy. Don with it up top, going to swing it around, trying to get some baseline action going here. Down screen, Arthur Lattimore, he's going to get one of those little mid-range looks. Can't get it to go. I feel like he hesitated a little bit too much on that one. Yeah. You got to come off with your feet ready to shoot. Another steal for this Lone Star basketball team.
Arthur Lattimore, those hands, he saw the pass and just took it.
Give me that, but they can't convert on that one. Marco Jacobs coming the other way, trying to get to the rack. Looks like they'll pull it back out to reset it.
Defense is getting tight early. You know, Lone Star, they've been doing this all game, and they're keeping it up, and they're managing to keep Queen City Kings totally down.
Look, that's an air ball there. We got an air ball there. He's lucky they're at home.
I got a feeling the crowd's going to start giving some business in a little bit.
Lone Star basketball with the chance to extend this 15-point lead here. Trey Bird going to get the screen from Mason Green. Trey Bird lines Mason Green with a little mismatch off that pick and roll. Trey Bird hoists the 3, can't get it to go.
The hesitation on the shots, not anything close to where they looked last night.
Nope. Toss Journey with a tough take inside. That's the thing about Toss. You mentioned, you know, he's got some guard-like skills that he can use, and often draws a matchup with a guard who he's got a lot of size over, and he knows how to use that size advantage when he gets a smaller matchup.
It is so different. What a difference a day makes, Steve. Last night, and again, I'm going to have to ask my family to check my math on this one. Last night, Queen City Kings at halftime were rocking 42 points. Tonight, they're not even at 30.
And we're halfway through the third.
And it doesn't look like they're going to get close.
Trey Bird buries the 3 after hitting a step-back jumper on the last possession. That's going to give Lone Star an 18-point lead. It's starting to slip away from Queen City here.
I guess defense was optional on that. On that, I guess that was the call. I missed it. The signal from the bench. Play defense if you wanna, and if not, it's okay. I don't know what happened there.
Hey. How's that? How's that for some defense?
Somebody said, check, please.
I'll take that. Queen City Kings trying to find something to get them going here. Have been unable to find any consistent offense. Toss Journey to the rack. You know, when you're having a tough day offensively, that's the highest percentage shot you can get.
Yes.
You don't miss those very often. But you're going to miss us during this break, but we will be back.
Car's all yours.
Thanks. Cars.com's expert reviews made it easy, but...
Shouldn't there be more back and forth?
You missed the drama, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this will do the trick.
It's a puppy.
Not a puppy, a wolf.
What now?
He's a wolf. And that is its incredibly protective mother.
Put the wolf down.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
And welcome back here. Maestro, we've been talking about the turnover game for Lone Star Basketball Club and how they've been able to turn it over. Mardon's got 4 steals defending Toss Journey tonight. Toss Journey was 6 of Lone Star's 8 turnovers.
And what's worse than that, Lone Star, 16 points off of the 8 turnovers. That's like pitching a perfect game. You know, when you double up points to turnovers, you're doing work. And guess what? That's 16 points. Even without those 16 points, Siege, take a look at where Lone Star is in terms of the points games against Queen City Kings. That means the turnover to point ratio is just bonus. It's the icing on the hamburger.
All right. I've never tried it, but I'm not going to yuck it. But I couldn't agree more. They've really found their groove, and since Coach Simpson has taken over, they've been kind of looking for what a new identity is, what Coach Simpson's going to bring. Obviously, their identity is still Arthur Lattimore, but how can he build around him maybe a little bit better and give them a better end to the season than they've had to start? Another steal here for Lone Star, playing the passing lanes all game long.
Siege, I'm going to make everybody mad, and I apologize. I hate to use this language, but that was a horrible pass. It was as if you forgot what jersey color you were wearing.
I'm not sure where to throw this one, so I'm just going to throw it. Trey Bird with another bucket. 24-point lead. Queen City Kings, it's looking bleak if you're a Queen City Kings fan right now.
Do you think this is a little internal blowback or hangover from the great game they had last night?
It might be. I mean, and that's a really good Southeast Select team that they beat as well. And they just outscored them. But tonight, you've got 33 points nearing the end of the third quarter. Another bucket for Trey Bird of Lone Star Basketball Club. And it's almost a 30-point game.
I'll tell you something. I asked 3 coaches that I had coming up, every time we had big blowout games, they would actually make us work out after the game. And when I got older and went back to visit, I asked coaches, why'd you have us do that? Because they said we wanted you to flush that out of your system and come fresh and tired the next day and be ready to work again. And it kind of makes sense. And you know what? Go ahead, Steve. You got a bit.
I was saying I like that. I like they made you sweat it out after a bad game like that. I think that's smart. I like it.
By the way, one of those things included a state championship game, which we won, and the coach made us run sprints after because we gave up too many points in transition.
Yeah. 59-35, Lone Star Basketball Club leads Queen City Kings. Fourth quarter coming up here. We'll see if we can make it a competitive one for y'all. We'll be back for that.
Let it play, boy.
Welcome back here. We got an exciting fourth quarter ahead of us. Maestro, is there a chance Queen City Kings makes a little run at this? And if they're going to, what do they need to do?
They need to get back to their game where it starts with Marco Jacobs. They need to get back to that game, and Taz needs to stop the turnovers. He needs to put a plug in that spigot, because now I think he's rocking 7 turnovers, and that's 9 too many. He's far behind.
Yeah, that's not like, ooh, Sky Durant with the little crossover gets right to the rack for the slam. That's a good start. Try and get a little momentum. Try and fire everybody up. 22-point game now.
Best thing to do now, it's not that.
No, that's not going to help. I don't think that's going to help.
You have to become an impediment. You need to get in front of your guy. You need to try to take a charge. You need to hit the floor for a steal. You need to do something to change it up, because playing what you've been playing is not working on any level. Here's where you have to dig in and find some heart, something that doesn't show up on a stat sheet, something that always shows up in the coach's eyes, because they'll say, we were down by 18, but guess who still took a charge? Guess who still hit on the floor and busted their elbow? Guess who still tried to dive into the stands? That's when this stuff has to matter. Right here, right now, you show everybody what you're made of, and it's more than just points on the board.
Absolutely is. And you know what? Another thing you can do to impress any coach, slide your feet on defense. Just slide your feet.
Just one time. Just one time.
Just try it. Just try it once. I promise.
See, had a coach one time yell at us, and he said, he called a timeout and then let us come to the bench. He said, "Stay out there and practice your slide drills right now." Middle of
the game?
game.
Oh my God. That's hardcore coaching.
Oh yeah. Well, you know that coach did time for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I didn't know you could do time for making players do defensive slides during the game, but I'm here for it.
Well, she did time for other stuff, but that didn't help.
Maestro, did you get your coach sent to jail?
No, but man, I tell you what, trust me, she's somebody you would want to burn the couch to. Shout out to Sister Mary Hamilton. You always my dog.
Oh my God, another turnover here for Queen City Kings. Well, it's going to be a jump ball. I believe possession is going to go to the jump ball.
Lackadaisical, you can't. Siege, I know I'm preaching. You're going to have to shut me up here in a minute. You can't be lackadaisical at any given point. Not right now. You had a great game last night. You haven't even scored what you scored in the first half. You're in the fourth quarter now. I'm going to go back and look at the stats. If I believe I'm right with that. I believe the first half they were up 42 to whatever, and they're at 37 right now with 5 minutes left to go in the game. That's more than a drop off. That's a coma.
Somebody needs to wake them up. This is not the Queen City Kings. These might be clones. These might not be the same players.
And not even the good clones.
These are like Walmart brands. Good and Gather clones.
The yellow tag. Gucci man clones with the handwritten.
Well, they got it under 30 on that toss journey dunk, so that's something. And never. Oh, good defense. Nope. Offensive boards. You can't let those happen. Trey Bird can't get it to go.
But look, you saw what King Arthur did. Got the rebound. He could have turned around. He had the leverage. What did he do? He saw his man out there. Strong kick out, chest pass. Should have been rewarded with an assist on that play. Just gonna say that's what it is.
Oh my God, Matthew Mozgov has been getting to the rim like nobody's business in this game.
His first step. Players, take a look at how he steps into the back pocket of his defender. With that first step, with intention, you're already past them. Then the next step just has to be in motion. Oh,
ooh. A little flash here for your blowout.
Well, Siege, I gotta say one thing. Arthur Lattimore is a dirty
dog. Beautiful game from Arthur Lattimore.
Yes, it is. 617,000 points, 585 rebounds.
Jesus Christ. They're already losing by 30. Why do you got to do that to them? Their parents are in the stands.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to have to talk to... I think... I'm going to tell you something right now. If my parents were in the stands, they'd have left a long time ago if I'm playing like this. I'm just going to be ready.
I would not want to see them. I would not want to see them after the game.
No, and they would actually tell the coach, no, you make him walk home. No matter, it wouldn't matter what city we were in.
No, even better, Mike Show. We're going to make you do defensive slides all the way home.
Exactly.
Start sliding, buddy. Start sliding. Arthur Lattimore heading to the free throw line here. You know, we talked earlier about, you know, what schools wouldn't want Arthur Lattimore on that roster. He's got quite a few schools looking at him. When you think about his game, his potential, all that, who's maybe going to be the best to train him up, get him ready for the pros, what are some of the schools you envision Arthur Lattimore fitting best with?
Well, you know what? Just to be selfish about it, the SEC brand of basketball, Georgia's, even Vanderbilt for what they're doing right now, Alabama, I can't believe I said Alabama on purpose and I didn't throw up in my mouth. Florida, those schools that tend to have those players. He reminds me of a Al Horford type player with really good hands, like what we saw him in Florida. He reminds me of that. He reminds me of that type of player. So the SEC school kind of quick play up and down, three-quarter transition game, but strong in the half-court game. I think he would fit in perfectly anywhere there. And I'm just going to say this right now, with the SEC particularly, every single coach is bringing a resume of high-level teaching and education.
Arthur Lattimore, SEC bound according to Maestro. I don't disagree. He does have that physical brand of basketball that I think would serve him well there.
Oh, okay. I think we had a white flag, Siege. Did you see that? Did you see that, Siege?
I saw that. I saw that. I believe it looked like Coach Skinny went ahead and shook Coach Simpson's hand, said something to him, and I almost thought Coach Skinny was about to leave the building.
I thought he was too. Oh my goodness! Have you ever seen that scene?
I've never seen that.
Okay. You know, I mean, I've actually was on a team that we were getting beat so bad the coach left us in the middle of the game.
He took the bus with him.
We thought he did. He parked on the backside of the gym. Once we got out, we had to walk around to find him. He was sitting up there listening. He was sitting up listening to Marvin Gaye tunes on his 8-track player. But you know.
Coach, what are you doing? I could ask you guys the same question.
Oh, trust me, we didn't say anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You knew better because we knew it was going to be horrible once we got home.
Let the man listen to Marvin in peace.
That's right. I won't even tell you what practice was like the next day.
Don't want to know. Feel like someone could get in trouble for it.
Let's just say we never touched the basketball, and every trash can got used.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst kinds of practices.
He made us run. He went to go eat dinner with his wife. Came back. We're not leaving until every trash can is full with your throw up.
Coach, what are you gonna do? And then he took the trash cans with him, I bet. Home, right?
No, he made us carry him back out to the dumpster.
He made you carry him to his house. I don't know what Coach was doing with those trash cans, but he needed all that for something.
Well, he did have pigs.
There you go. See. And as this game winds down, under a minute to go, the final score at the moment is 76-49. We'll see what baskets go for the rest of it. But if you were disappointed in the competitive nature of this game, just hold up, hold your horses. We got a third game of our triple header coming up. Best Coast Ballers and Suno Chopper are traveling to take on the recent Davidson commit Benari James and his Heartland Zombie Stars here on SimWorld TV. That has the potential to be a great game, Maestro. I'm certainly gonna tune in while we travel back on the jet. But don't forget to stick around. Drink your water. Looks like 76-51 is gonna be our final score here at the High Court Sports and Rec Center. Queen City Kings, real hangover from that win last night. But from myself, from my broadcast partner Maestro, from the guys out in the van on production, from everyone here at SimWorld TV, thank you for being with us here. Drink your water and stay tuned for the third game of our triple header.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing, though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Kamal Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the three. In the clip, game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld. This is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, Big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be trippin' with my foes, tippin', shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin'. Rick Blaze hit 'em with the freestyle. Sim World hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 Simworld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
We are live here at the Riot House. Y'all know my name? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe I should introduce myself. I'm Yells, and I'm here with the man himself, the myth, the legend, the icon, Rick Blaze. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing mighty, mighty fine. How are you? We at the Riot House, and if any of these drunk-ass fans throw something at me, it's going to be a riot tonight.
For anybody new to our broadcast, the Riot House, home to the Riot Club, multiple concerts. You see the fog here as they had a rock venue or a rock concert earlier today. It is a place of absolute madness and chaos. Also to be seen on the court today, we have the Heartland Zombie Stars hosting Best Coast Ballers. We get a look at Suno Choppa taking on Benari James, the recent Davidson commit.
Yes, and did Suno committed as well, didn't he?
He did.
Yes. Boys is college bound. Now, here's a question, Yells, I want to ask. With these new commits, or once you commit as one of these players, do you kind of take it on cruise control because you know you're at the next level already? Is it kind of like, well, let me just chill, let me not play to get hurt, or is it still all gas, no brakes? What you think?
I think it depends on who the players is. Some go into absolute Kool-Aid mode. Some say, let me show you what you got. In case there's any questions about if I should be starting, because I was the big kid in a small pond. Now we're here at the collegiate level. I need to show you why I'm starting. I think some of them go into hyper mode. We're going to see what these two guys do here. There's two really big personalities matching up here. Suno Chop and Benari James. I think that's matchup number one. Not really defending each other on the other side, but on the other side of that, we see Willerich Krause there and Barkley James, who are not going to be matched up aside each other either. But that's the other key matchup in this one. Rick, anything you're looking for in this one?
Man, I think you nailed it on the head with the Suno Choppa and Benari James. And I want to see for Best Coast, who's going to be that second person to step up offensively for them. We saw Cross just make a nice basket underneath, but somebody for Best Coast might have to step up. It's going to be a juggernaut of a game. It's going to be a bunch of scratching and crawling and a bunch of biting because we at the Riot House, of course.
Yeah, it's sure to get crazy. And you do literally mean biting. We did have a broadcast earlier this year where a fan bit someone. But here we are right now. It's Cook's Corner. You're looking for somebody to be the second man up on Best Coast Ballers. If you kick it to him in the right-hand corner behind the three, that second man for three is absolutely Arlo Cook.
It's a good shot. They're going to need a lot more of that this game. Oh, good shot.
Big-time bucket there by, I believe that's the Adrian Hilario. Really skilled
one of the 25 Hilario brothers, brother.
Absolutely. He's going to have his hands full guarding Suno Choppa, but it is an excellent matchup to see Benari James speeding right by Suno Choppa. And that is one of the things, excuse me, that is one of the things that Davidson really liked about Benari. Not just the fact that he's a scorer, but he has elite acceleration. He just stops and goes.
Yeah.
You know, he can turn it on. He's really shifty. But that first step is something to behold. We've watched it for 2 seasons now.
Agreed. Let me ask you, is it possible that Benari James could be the second best guard ever in Davidson history behind Curry? That is a possibility, huh? Now that I think about it.
Who's currently second?
That's
what opens that door, right? And may de facto already be number 2. Talk about putting somebody on the map. Steph Curry put Davidson on the map the way Caitlin Clark put a whole lead on her back right
here. The way Bryce Drew put Valparaiso on his back.
I got one for you. The way Jake Paul has put boxing on his back.
Wow. I can't stand for that one.
I don't like saying it, but somebody proved me wrong. Somebody proved me wrong.
He got a date with the Iron Man coming up soon.
I hate to watch the fact that Mike may be taking a dive. Oh, Willerich Krause.
No.
Before we get back to the game, you said no, Rick. There is a classic phrase and a classic song, and it goes like this. We gonna see. So, AJ Blaylock kicking into Benari James. Up for the midi, can't get it to go. Jair done with the rebound, going to kick it up to Ali Cortez. He's going to
shoot that, Ali.
Ali Cortez was really heralded. I think I was one of his biggest fans and supporters to start the season. He hasn't so far panned out to be as bright a star as we thought, but kid's shifty, he can score, has good handles, can pass. I thought he was going to be one of the better passers in all of Samoa Prep, but obviously it's still there, Rick. But you think he's had to take on more of a scoring role with this team, or you think that's just who he truly is?
Hey, man, there's a lot of nuance, right, with coaches and opportunities and positions and playing time. So we'll talk about it on the other side of this one, though.
We'll be right back.
SimWorld presents Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Elava.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
Around the Table is the SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports from around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube at SimWorld4K. And as always, see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
And we're back. Thank you all for tuning in with us. And just for thanks, Rick, I think you got a little something special for not just those who have tuned in, but those who have recently joined the Sim World.
Now, I got to give a shout out to my people in the Sim World that just joined. Shout out to Bryce. Shout out to Sax 4B. Shout out to Free DOA. Shout out to the Chosen One. Shout out to Cam. Every time I read these, I never know what's coming up next. Shout out to the Boston Plug. I like that one. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Chicken. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Joseph out of Arizona, man, and Phil's Plug as well. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Make sure y'all stay tapped in, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the place where you see the game, be the game.
Man, that was pretty good. You done that before?
Once or twice.
Once or twice. BCB currently trailing the Heartland Zombie Stars. Almost a turnover. No, in fact, that is a turnover.
Yeah.
Good defense. And, you know, before we went to break, we were talking about Benari James, or at least I was. That was another thing that I've heard from some SWBA scouts as well, is that a lot of teams, although he's undersized, or considered undersized, they really think highly of his defensive potential.
You know, defense is all about effort. So does he have the tools and the skill set and the athletic ability to be good on defense? Absolutely. But, you know, defense is 90% effort, man. So does he want to exert that much energy on the defensive side and still try to put up 20 points a game offensively? I don't know. Remains to be seen. But if he can lock it down on the defensive side, or at least be a great passing lane defender, it will work wonders in his all-around the game, especially if you're talking about trying to go top 10 in the draft.
Absolutely. Dre Ryder with a big-time shot over there over Robert McGee.
Good pass.
Who's going to get fouled on that one by Jazir Deal.
Good foul by Deal. You want to make sure you don't give the easy lay to the bigs. Make them earn it at the line. Make them earn it.
Robert McGee has not missed a free throw. Man, did you hear that? Oh, this sounds like there's gunshots going on here in this arena.
Hey, man.
Robert McGee has not
man, it's
yet
the ride house, man.
missed a free throw on the season. This is no jinx. Unfortunately, I just have to call that stat out. And there it is.
Yep, Mr. Jinx. You knew what was going to happen before it happened.
Yeah. Out of Robert McGee, I guess I could have went with this information. He's out of Pataskala, Ohio. I really wish that Elava was here to explain which planet that is on. But Pataskala, Ohio, currently getting interest from Dayton, Butler, Xavier, and Ohio State. all here. Some of them
Spectacular.
in attendance now.
That sounds like they got the same kind of women as they got in San Antonio.
What's that?
Big women.
Big women? Potassium?
Yeah, with a lot of potassium.
Big time block there by McGee. He's going to kick it over to A.J. Blaylock. No Bernard James on the court. Where's the offense going to come from? We do see Barkley James with a cut into the basket.
Back door.
Dre Ryder's going to pick up the foul there. Barkley James is going to go to the line. Coach Dominguez is not looking so happy about that. Let's talk Barkley James, man. Barkley James came into SimWorld Prep. There was a lot of fanfare behind him joining, a lot of it coming from his brother, a lot of it directly coming from him, one of the most boisterous players. It takes time for these things to die out. So he's kind of turned around his reputation. He was also known as a shooter. So on the basketball front, on the court, he's shown more playmaking ability and ability to put the ball on the floor. Do you think that's a fluke, or is it a byproduct of playing alongside his brother who's so talented?
No, I think going back to last year when he was on the Indy Stripes, I think he was considered a one-dimensional player. And again, it's about opportunity and coaching and right coaching. I think coming into this season, all we saw was one side of his game. I think that's all maybe the coach last year allowed him to play. Now we're seeing the game open up. It's more comfortable. It looks like he's focused more on basketball and not the outside ancillary stuff. And when you put more focus on the game of basketball, and all these players should be getting better. You shouldn't be the same player in the following year that you were the previous year. You should have worked on your game. Obviously, he's worked on his ball handling, and now we have a guy who can dribble the ball as well as shoot pretty good.
Yeah, you know what I think some people need to work on too?
Get
up off of your behind. Like, what are you doing with your hands right now if you haven't hit the like button?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. They're kids, yeah. You know what they're doing with their hands.
Hopefully that's not what you're doing to this video. What are you doing with your hands if you haven't hit that subscribe button? And if you're out there and you're saying, hell, I didn't even know a game was on right now. It's because you haven't hit the notify button. Hit the button, man. You're here watching the game. Support SimWorld. We're out here trying to support you, trying to get these young kids to the NIL level, get them some deals out here. And as Siege and Maestro have said so many times, they don't get to eat, man, if we don't get these likes up. So smash that button so these guys can eat.
Don't be a dust bucket.
Dust bucket or lint liquor.
Yeah. Or lint. Please don't be a lint liquor.
Cootie Queen. 13-14, low scoring game here at the Riot Club. They may have, who knows, we may have a light outage. You never know what to expect here at the Riot Club.
Hey,
looks
man,
like they're trying to get that
I'm still waiting on all the damn fall to clear. I've seen that. It's still foggy in here. So I love it in here because you never know. It just smells like musk and Michael Jordan cologne in here. It's just all day long.
That's not great. What about team spirit? So a lot of times what they say is what I've heard a lot is a lot of the fog in here does not only come from the venues, but this is fog coming off of Buckeye Lake.
Yeah, you see the windows. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
With the ball, thought possibly he was going to go for a 2-for-1. Doesn't look like he's going that route. Double team there. He's going to put it on the floor, put up the flotation device off the backboard. Big time bucket there.
The bank is open. The bank is open, he says.
DJ Davis with the ball. Kicking over to Suno Choppa, totally unguarded. I'm not sure how that happens. Mr. Oklahoma.
You don't want that to happen too many more times. You're going to find yourself on the opposite end of a W.
Close game here. Last shot going up with a half potentially. Barkley James forces one up, can't get it to go. Chopper to Dre Ryder. They cannot get a shot up. We've got a competitive first quarter here for you with Best Coast leading the way 18-16 over the Heartland Zombie Stars, or as my man Rick calls them, the Zombies. You guys stay with us. Hopefully this game doesn't put you to sleep. But if it does, we're in the right place. Bite you, pinch you, we'll bring you back to life.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
I just hope I don't want to get by. Nope.
sideways, candy dripping wet, remixed it. Now we in our private jet with the candy wet, and we gon' sit it sideways. Third coast, baby, we was born to parlay. Riding sideways, candy dripping wet, remixed it. Now we in our private jet with the candy wet, and we gon' sit it sideways. Third coast, baby, we was born to parlay.
Born to parlay, now you know we G's. It's the hustler Sam Payne.
In the Mac KB.
Catch us all across the seas up on jet skis. It's for hit entertainment, it's off the heat. Not up on Twinkies, but on Twinkie tools. In the 745 BMW, 2002. Who knew that this was a hit? Had to remix it. Man, this track is sick. When I step up in the club with my clique, we thick. Hit the bar and pop Chris Cartier on my wrist. You ask me, how many dimes? Well, I say about 6. We got some niggas pissed off cause they didn't see this. Jump from the damn bottom to the top of the list. Now it's 3-story home, yachts and taking trips in my private plane. Paris or Spain, no matter how much dough I make, I ain't gon' change.
Riding sideways, candy dripping wet, remixed it. Now we in our private jet with the candy wet, and we gon' sit it sideways. Third coast, baby, we was born to parlay. Riding sideways, candy dripping wet, remixed it. Now we in our private jet with the candy wet, and we gon' sit it sideways. Third coast, baby, we was born to parlay. You wanna ride? Well, nigga, jump inside. I'ma show you how we do it on the southeast side. Because I'm riding sideways, cheapin' all day. Fall up in the spot, throw back with new J's. All on the highway, me and my boys be sippin' on that Parmesan.
And we are back. Gonna do a few more shout outs here, Rick. You wanna tell the people a little something?
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to my people that's tapped in, watching the game live on YouTube on their electronic devices or on their laptops. Let me start off Anthony Henson. Again, shout out to my man. He just won $50 yesterday for being locked in for both games. The way you win your money, you get your scratch, you get your squiller, you got to be locked in for both games. So shout out to Anthony Henson, yesterday's winner. Kai Killings, Drake Pope. Shout out to... who else we got here? Mark Chisholm. Hey, shout out to Danny. I see you guys. Shout out to you guys. Keep it locked. Make sure you can win a prize. The giveaway is at any time, but guess what? You can't win if you ain't here.
Well done again, man. You're kind of something like a pro here.
Sort of.
Jaden Salas there with the rebound, getting his first action of the game. He's going to kick it up to Barkley James. Still no Benari on the court. Offense likely to run through Claychi Young and Adrian Hilario. Very good mid-range shooter. Doesn't get it to go there. Great rebound there by DJ Davis with the box out over Big Robert McGee.
Yeah, you don't want to see that too often if you're big. You don't want to see a smaller guy trying to take that candy from you. You need your own candy, baby.
Yeah. So, Rick, what have you noticed in this game? I'll tell you one thing I've noticed. It hasn't been a lot of fluid offense sets. It's been kind of... It's looked a lot like a high school game. Big time shot there by Barkley James. What have you seen as a theme so far in this game?
Well, for the Zombie Stars, they're a scrappy team. They've been a scrappy team all year long. They're led by Benari James. And then they're missing the Jaquan Johnson factor a little bit. I would say that. But they've been a scrappy team who relies on defense and scoring in spurts. This is going to be an issue that they're going to run into in a race to one because you got to get more help consistently other than Benari James. They're still looking for that. If you're a bet for Best Coast, they're a very young team. They have Suno Chopper. They have a bunch of young guys outside of Suno Chopper. So the youth plays against them a lot of the time, especially against a team. Good block, back to back. I don't know, Rev. Let them play. Let the boys be boys. But if you're Best Coast, they're a young team. They have to learn. You have to learn how to win. You don't just step on the court day one and start winning. You have to learn how to win. And so they're going to be really scary next year. They can make a little noise this year, but I'm more anticipating Best Coast next year has been a really scary team with the young squad they have.
And I tell you, they pick up a couple of shooters that really just want to spot up somewhere because they have some freak athletes on this team, on this Best Coast squad that are not going anywhere. Between Krause and Deal and Dunn. And then you got DJ Davis who can post up and shoot somewhere. Same thing with Arlo Cook. But I think they just need to have it open a little bit more. Maybe find a facilitator, someone who says, "Hey, I just want to move that rock." a lot of what I thought Ollie Cortez was going to be, but they are scary. I agree. I don't think their record is indicative of just how good a team they are.
Next year, I think next year will be so. But I want to say, when Deal and Dunn are on the court together, do we call them like Dunn Deal?
I like it. They're going to have to. That is a big time move. Speaking of Ollie Cortez, yeah, they're gonna have to produce to get that nickname. I sure like it.
Gotcha. Okay.
To be a done deal got to get done. Right?
Yeah, they got to get done. Yeah.
There's got to be a deal that's getting done. Can't be a done deal with no deal.
This is the Zombie Stars type of game, mucking it up, really ugly. Keep it close and try to pull away at the end, or have a fan bite somebody at the end and pull away that way. But this is how the Zombie Stars want to play at home. This is what you don't want to fall into. You playing the Zombie Stars. You're playing their game. Your best coach. You want to get out and run to try to keep these guys off balance.
Absolutely, it's like an old, not too old. We're not talking the 80s or nothing, but like the old Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups Pistons games. Yeah. Like you can see them down maybe 4 or 6, but you feel like, okay, this is their game.
Right. Because you're playing at their pace. Every shot's contested, tough shot like that one was. This is benefits the Zombie Stars. They're at home, so any close call, any phantom call, you're gonna assume they have a better chance of getting that call. If anybody leg gets hurt, you're gonna assume their fans bit them. So you want to not have a muck-up game like that. And if you're best coach, you got to do something about this right now. I go to Claus right now. Cross. I go to Cross right now and see what they got down low.
You would go to Claus?
Cross. You know what I mean.
Hey, it's all possible here. I was just making sure I didn't forget about something I need to be aware of here. Huncho Hardwick down low, working in the mid-post, going to kick it back out to Barkley James, over to Jaden Salas. Great spacing here, but not much cutting. Now we see someone move through the middle there. Hilario's going to put up a tough shot over the outstretched arm of Arlo Cook. Cannot get it to go. Best Coast on the break, but there we go.
Gosh.
Loses the ball.
Cookies! Took his cookies.
Let's see if he had dessert. He did.
Oh my God.
He did.
What a terrible shot that went in.
No. Yes!
Yes.
Still looking for
exactly
Suno Chopper to get going here, though, man. He's been relatively quiet. I think he's got only 4 points so far in this one.
Yeah, they're going to need his offensive production for sure. Hey, man, is he one of those guys that's on cruise control right now? We was talking about it earlier. People get scholarships. Is he on cruise control right now? Yes, what you think?
Your last name cannot be Chopper. You ever be on cruise control? Ever.
Good point.
Looks like another steal there. Look at Barkley James getting after it defensively. He's going to catch up with that one. Great recovery on Willowridge Krause. He puts him on the paint.
Oh, no. We got foul choice at the Ride House tonight, baby. That's too much going on.
Wow. Great defense there by Barkley James. Great offense there, and then showing some muscle there, and he is chirping. You see him and oh my goodness, yeah, him and Willowridge Krause are having some words here. Things are heating up here. 1 point game. Suno Chopper with the step back, can't get it to go. Barkley James on the contest there as well. Still no Benari James in the game.
We're heating up. He on the heater right now. Let him cook.
I feel a heat check
coming for a little minute.
He's a beautiful cut there by Barkley. Can't get it to go. Willowridge Krause said something on the contest to Barkley. Suno Chopper on the break. He's going to put it down. 29-26. That's 6 points for Suno Chopper. We're enjoying a good one here, Rick. Zombie Stars gonna call a timeout. I'm gonna take a moment here during this break too, and I'm gonna tell you, join us. Come join us. We're here at the Zombie Stars. We get scared with it. Join us. Join us as a player, coach, fan. You can join our tech team if you got the goods. You know, if you're able to pull that off. We are here to build your brand. That's what I want to say tonight. I'm not sure everybody's understanding that. We are here to build your brand. You want to be the next big thing in basketball? You want to be the next big thing as a journalist or a commentator? Where else you going to be able to do that? You can come here, you can do it with us. Help us build this thing. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game. Matter of fact, for you to see the game, be the game, you got to be able to come to discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. That's where everything's happening. All the conversations are happening. You can check out Blazing Takes. He's talking that hot stuff just for you guys. You can check out the Marsh Pod. He's gonna give you a bunch of analytics, and you're gonna love it, or you're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. Shout out Marsh. I just had to say that. But yeah, come join us. Come check out all the action. SimWorld Hoops, the only place where you can see the game
and be the game.
3-point game here, Rick.
Yeah, Bernard's back in now. Enough is enough. enough is enough. Get your guy back in. Let's try to win this thing. But both of these teams need a win. Let's not get it twisted. They're both desperate for a win. I think more so Zombie Stars than Best Coast. As I alluded to earlier, the Best Coast team is like, they're a young team, so you look forward to the future. But for the Zombie Stars, a lot of their best players, including Bernard James, this is their last season here in Timor Prep, so they need to get a win. They're not trying to get bounced and trounced first round in the race to one. They held down first place for a little while in their division, right? So there was a lot of high hopes for this team, and they kind of hit a snide. Not a Lakeshore type snide, Lord, but they've hit a snide nevertheless.
Yeah, they've struggled a little bit here. Poncho Harwood, excellent finish there. And if everybody remembers, there's extremely high expectations for this team. Coach Lovelace leaving from Lakeshore Drive to come to Heartland Zombie, to Heartland. And I'm not going to talk about how all that happened. And then they got off to if you recall, Heartland Zombie Stars got off to a just amazing 5-game win streak to start the season. Everyone thought they were going to run away with things, and it's kind of a little bit of a decline there. They've been competitive all throughout the season.
Yeah, but like you said, from the way that they started to how they are now, come back to the world. They came back to the world. They came crashing down. But it's never too late. What I love about the race to one scenario is anybody can win. You just gotta get hot at the right time. It's one single game elimination. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Arlo Cook with a crazy quick 3 there, going for 2 for 1. Not even sure if he knew that was the case, or he just wanted to get the bucket up.
Yeah, it was just time for him. It was just time.
AJ Blaylock. Here we see Jaga Hilario, one of the many Hilario brothers. Robert McGee out on the perimeter. They're looking for some movement here.
Shoot it. He's
going to put up a 3. Very interesting. Ali Cortez here looking to get up the last shot of the quarter. He's going to dump it down low to Jay Ryder over McGee. Can't get it to go. He's going to get it back. No good. 32-30. No one has held more than a 6-point lead in this one, Rick. It looks like we may have another good West Coast late night game on our hands. I got my gummy bears. I got whatever this chopped cheese deal is here. I didn't know they served this here in Ohio. Rick, what are you looking for in this game for somebody to pull away?
One of the stars have to get hot. If you're the Zombie Stars, Bernard needs to get hot. If you're Best Coast Ballers, Suno Chopper has to get hot. Whichever one star can take over this game and impress their selves on this game, they can run away with this game. It's going to be a low-scoring game, so the first team that gets hot, or the first superstar that gets hot, have a really good chance of coming out with a victory tonight in Ohio.
Yeah, good place to get it. Suno Chopper held relatively in check. Bernard James there you see with only 7 points. Both teams about even in all statistical categories. Hang tight, we got more SimWorld action coming up right after this. Welcome back, folks. Second half coming up here. Best Coast Ballers up 2 on the Heartland Zombie Stars. Suno Chopper 8 points. Barkley James leading the way for the Zombie Stars with 7. It's been a tight one throughout. Rick, you gave your analysis. Willerick Krause getting going there off the pick and roll. I think that's going to have to be the number 2. Who do you anticipate? Who are you looking for on the Best Coast side if they're going to run away with this? And subsequently on Heartland side, who are you looking? Oh, that is nice. Some people say I'm nice. Some people say I'm nasty.
Best Coast, I like Cross. I like the 2-man game with Suno Chopper and Cross. How about we stick with that for a while and see where that takes us? Oh, man down, literally.
That's a big time.
And if you're Heartland, Barkley, I think the James brothers can have a good breakout second half. You know, Bernard can get hot at any point in time. Right now they're going to the big fella McGee. He's trying to hook me up. I thought the boy had a hook up for me.
I've been waiting all year for him to hit a broadcasted hook shot. There's Cook. He does. I have something special awaiting that if he knocks it down. It has suddenly turned into a 7-point game very quickly. We do know Best Coast Ballers can heat up extremely quickly. And we know on the other side of that, Heartland Zombie Stars have known to hit some droughts, but they can't get it going defensively.
Yeah, and if you're Heartland, you don't want to get behind double digits. You don't have the offensive firepower to contain, to really. That's not what your team is built. Your team is not built to come back from behind double-digit leads. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Somebody from Heartland needs to take over offensively very quickly. And you can see the Heartland team without Jaquan Johnson. They're not the same size. They're not the same physicality. Oh, got him. They're not the same physicality. So Best Coast in this game is actually a bigger team than Heartland because they're playing with all of their guys, and Heartland's short a few guys, one in particular. Look at that. Oh, my God. He just smoked that one. Wow, that was terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the definition of smoking a shot there. Couldn't get it to go over smaller defender. Honcho Hardwick can't get it to go over Willerick Krause. Still a 7-point game as Krause brings it up the court.
Reinhardt's getting loud, baby.
Oh, that's a good hard foul, and Willerick Krause got it to go. What's that, Rick? And one what? Yeah. 9-point game, chance to extend it to 10.
And you're in dangerous territory right now for the Zombie Stars. You're in dangerous territory of letting this game slip away.
Well, Rick, you said you wanted to see a number 2 step up. Willerick Krause with possibly points number 7 of the quarter already here at the line as he knocks it down. Heartland Zombie Stars.
They need a guy. And he's going to be that guy. This is the time, especially with Jaquan Johnson not in the lineup. That'll definitely make things a lot easier. They're missing layup after layup around here. Bruh, can we get the layup drill the next time out?
Zombie Stars looking a bit lackadaisical here. Willerick Krause on the pick and roll with a beautiful floater.
That's a 2-man game. That chopper style and cross. Chopper cross. Cross chopper.
That's one of the things that I've liked. Excuse me, sorry, I was a little thrown on. Was that a timeout or a foul there?
Yeah, I think a timeout on the court.
We'll stay with it here. Suno Chopper, everyone wants him. We've seen days and nights, games where he's gone for near 40, where he may have 20 at the half, and you expect him to put up just gaudy numbers. And you see other nights where he may fade into the background, but he doesn't fade into the background. He gets into his facilitating bag. It shows you all the things that he's capable of. I believe that was assist number 4 on that pick and roll there with Krause. For Suno Chopper headed to Oklahoma, and I may be a little wordy with this, Rick. I always like to reference Tim Duncan. Everyone knew he was a great big man, the basketball insiders, once he got to Wake Forest, right? And then once he was there, they got to really see just how good he was. But it wasn't until he got to the pro level you got a chance to see everything, the full complement that he has to offer. Suno Chopper, what do you think he may show us at the collegiate level that we have not seen here at the prep level?
Now, I'll be honest, I think you're going to see just a more polished version of what we already know. He's a foul 2 player, which you would call him baseball. He can do a little bit of everything. He's athletic. He can shoot. He can pass. He can play some defense. He can do a little bit of everything. Again, I said this before. I compare him a lot to like a Josh Howard that played for the Mavericks. That can do everything on the court. He can make a difference on the offensive and defensive side of the basketball. A very well-rounded player who can get you 20 a night if need be.
Heartland Zombie Star is going to need somebody to get it going here. Hilario from deep. They're only going to give him a 2-foot on the line. They're going to have to get it going defensively as well. Looks like the crowd will be waking up here.
Absolutely. They ready for it too. This is the way you make your run.
Chopper working in the post, showing us another piece of his bag. Can't get it to go.
There's one stop.
On the rebound.
McGee should be dribbling the ball right now. McGee shouldn't have hands to dribble the basketball down the court right now.
Suno Chopper, all that made happen by Suno Chopper. He saw was bringing the ball up the court, saw he maybe push it. He stepped in front, got a hand on it, and disrupted the play. Now running.
And I don't blame McGee. I blame the guards. Go get the basketball. That's your job. That's your responsibility. He's looking like Rudy Gobert dribbling out there. Go get the dang on basketball. Let the guards do what guards does.
Krause going to work. Another big bucket on the inside, this time over McGee. Confidence getting higher here. 12-point lead for Best Coast. Offense looking a little stagnant for Heartland Zombie Stars. Benari puts up an ill-advised 3, does not get it to go. Where is all the movement for Heartland Zombie Stars?
You know, they got the paint packed. So, you know, guys like Benari and guys like Barkley don't have the real estate in the paint to drive across there. They kind of camped out, and they're daring them to come inside and daring them to shoot the jump shots. And the Zombie Stars are falling for that dare, and they're coming up short.
Can't get the ball to go yet. Another missed shot there. He sealed his man, but could not finish.
Yeah, he sealed the basket too. Apparently, he sealed the rim and his man.
You see the double team starting to come over from Krause.
Cash me out.
Dunn knocking down the jumper. Beautiful pass out of the double from Krause. Really talented kid. You know, Elava likes to compare him to Evangelos Mullins, but I'll be honest, a little less athletic, but I believe he's a lot more skilled.
Agreed. He's a lot less athletic and a lot more skilled. Evangelos Mullins, I think, has a 37-inch vertical. That will be confused with a cross. Ever.
That's it. Do you remember Evangelos Mullins' shoulders?
Well, he's 6'9", so it looks at 37 inches at 6'9", it looks like I'm jumping over the roof.
And just absolutely chiseled. Shout out to Evangelos Mullins.
His mom looks is a nice look too. FYI.
All right, Rick. You've had enough trouble with that. We won't get into that. We won't get into that. McGee bringing the ball back up the court. This is now a 15-point game. Benari James defended by Suno Chopper, being hounded here by Suno Chopper. He's going to give him an in and out of Hezi, and Suno Chopper's right there with him the whole way, forces him to give it up.
Let him give it up. Yeah.
Hilario, the bank's open late in Ohio. I did not know the rules here in Ohio, but apparently the bank's open. Seems like a place where that may be the case.
Yeah, we call that the Obama bailout on that
one. Willerich Krause saying, let me go to work down low, defended by McGee. This may be the point where they can make a run here. Down to 13.
Not get a good shot.
Benari stripped by Suno Chopper.
We're getting 2-11 in progress.
Excellent
stop. I think might need backup.
And Rick, I'll be honest, I am appreciating what I'm seeing from Suno Chopper in this game. He's given us a little bit of everything he has to offer, maybe just a little prelude of what he's going to do as a Suno.
Absolutely. 3 ball.
And so is Willerich Krause. My goodness, on the offensive glass, the fans here at the Riot House are not happy.
No, it's anti-riot at this point.
It's about to be a girl fight. You remember that song? That song did go hard, I ain't gonna lie.
We about to. Yep. I do. No, that might have been it. They might be ready to put the kids to bed for the fourth quarter, baby. They ready to put the kids to bed.
Katie! Wait a minute. I've never heard Rick. You guys stay tuned in. Don't tune away from this. You know anything can happen here in SimWorld TV, but I have never heard Rick call for Katie in the third quarter.
We
never got to the fourth quarter.
It's getting Bubba Sparks ugly out here, E. I mean, I say E. I'm used to talking to E. It's getting Bubba Sparks ugly out here, Yells. They got to get some stops. They got to close this quarter out strong. Oh, my gosh. They got to close this quarter out strong with 2 good free throws. And they got to get some stops and some momentum. Good Lord. Heading into the fourth quarter, they have to.
I know you a little too well. We like to have a little fun ourselves on these broadcasts. So just know for me to do a little self-check, make sure we're on the same page, Rick. Monster cookies.
Oh my!
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh! Gobble gobble gobble.
DeAdrian Hilario at the free throw line. He's gonna knock it down, make it a little bit more respectable here. Heading into the fourth, unless Suno Chopper can get a bucket here. Looks like he's gonna take this thing one-on-one. Waves off the pick and roll, gets another screen from Arlo Cook. Can't get it to go. No more shots going up. Best Coast Ballers extend their halftime lead in just one quarter out to 16. The Heartland Zombie Stars have some work to do here at home in front of their fans. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more action. Right.
Get ugly by face and by score.
Playing jazz.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie.
Calendar.
No meetings today. Remember, tandläkare at 9:30.
Fire off.
Fire off.
Open door.
Door open.
Så ska vi sätta en till.
Ja. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey, open door.
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor. Open the door.
Wrong
Open the door.
Error.
Hey there, with a rock. Open door. Open door.
Higher volume. Higher.
Welcome back to the Riot House. 16-point game here. Zombie Stars hoping to fight back. Rick, I've asked this a couple times. I assume the answer is going to be the same, but now with a 16-point lead and not being much of an offensive juggernaut, what can Zombie Stars do to get back into this one?
Bite.
All basketball analysis has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Blaylock with a big-time three. Is that a version of a bite, Rick?
No, it's just you gotta start biting, man. You just gotta start biting. At some point in life, you just gotta start biting.
Yeah, that is the motto that Mike Tyson lives by.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I think when you get desperate, nothing else working, just bite the hell out of it, man.
Says all children 3 and under. I didn't have any other options. I bet. It is an 11-point game, Rick. And there's a big-time steal there by A.J. Blaylock. This could be a 9-point game. This is a version of a bite right here, Rick.
That is I agree. Hey, they get another stop. Okay, the cross trying to get back into this thing. They need another stop. Sooner Chopper will try to shut all that up right quick.
Dre Ryder on the perimeter being defended well.
He won sooner.
Defensive intensity has picked up. Suno Chopper the ball. Not much time on the clock. He's going to have to force it up. Not a good shot. Hardwick with the rebound.
That's 2 stops in a row.
That's 3 stops in a row. Heartland Zombie Stars may be able to get it down to 7, potentially 6 here. What an interesting give and go on the pick and roll there. They're going to start this one over. Jaga Laria is going to kick it out to the Adrian. Disjointed offense. Finds Blaylock open. He can't get it to go.
That's the shot you wanted, though. That was a good shot. That was a good play call. Just couldn't finish it. Oh, good back door.
Pass. Beautiful cut and pass there. It's almost as if these kids have played together before. Arlo Cook saying, I can do more than just hit from the perimeter. Showing some good IQ there.
Arlo Cook with nice size for a prep player. We're going to see how he fill out his role moving forward this season and beyond.
I mean, and Rick, he's got an absolute just a sniper for a shot. And I believe he's a legitimate 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, he looks legit out there, but turn around. Oh.
Suno can't get that one to go. Defended by A.J. Blaylock, one of our better perimeter wing defenders in all of Simworld Prep, hoping to get his look here. Throws an errant pass to who else but Willowich Krause. DJ Davis puts it up.
Give me that
right on cue. Blaylock says not to bring what? To a what party?
Don't bring no Kool-Aid to no gin party.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you caught it earlier or not, Rick. There was some chatter going on Simworld TV in the chat. Shout out to everyone who's there. I see you, Daniel Irvin, Anthony Henson still here. They were talking about their commentators, talking about Maestro and some of his sayings, and I believe someone mentioned Maestro and his saying that don't bring a crunchy taco to a D party. Do what you will.
To a what party?
I'm done. Cross has the ball. Dre Ryder on the break extends the lead back to 13 with 4.5 minutes to go.
Again, weird it ain't Maestro. That's all I gotta say.
Shout out Maestro. We love you. Welcome back. We're glad you're back. We're going to take a brief break here. Stay tuned with us to see if the Heartland Zombie Stars can bring it back to a respectable game.
There was one to hold him down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Y'all know how I go down, right? There was one to hold him down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Y'all know how I go down, right? There was one to hold him down. Y'all know. I recall? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me this.
We're back, Rick. Bernard James with only 8 points so far in this one. Sino Chopper only 11. You were called out at one point that this was going to be a game about the others. Willard Krause, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists.
Let's call it getting it done in a major way. My man came out to play, double action. Just what the doctor ordered for this Best Coast, this young Best Coast team, to get a dub on the visiting team's court tonight.
We still have 4 minutes left. That's a big time block there.
Yeah.
Maybe a pass. I think Bernard's going to call that a pass. Robert McGee there to clean it up. It's a 9-point game again. Heartland Zombie Stars known for their defense, which they have ratcheted up in this quarter. There's a turnover. Bernard is going to convert.
Good lay. You see how he used his body to fend off? He seen that he had a defender trailing him, going to try to go for the block and Sooner Chopper. He shielded the basketball in his body away from the defender. So if he was to try to block, he had to go across him and actually fall to get that block. Good offensive possession. The little things that makes a big difference between making a basket and missing one.
Rick, that's one of the things that I think makes him such a great offensive player, too, at that age, to know how to use your body that way, utilize your strength and your leverage. Those are the things that turn you into I don't want to say it, but like a James Harden at the pro level, being able to draw fouls and things of that nature. There's another stop there as Hunter Hardwick comes up with the block. Robert McGee trying to push the break there. They get
every time he dribbles, the team gets in trouble.
I want to do this shout out, man. I may do it though, Rick. Congratulations, everyone tuned in tonight. 1,000 chat messages we just hit today. I tell you what, man, don't let me. My fingers in my pocketbook. Where's my pocketbook? Where's my wallet? 1,000. We appreciate the love y'all had tonight. Shout out to everyone in the symbol. Right now, we got a good one on deck, though.
You gotta shoot that, pimp. You gotta shoot that.
Barkley James with a beautiful move, but cannot finish. More good defense from Barkley James, harassing Best Coast ballers.
The defense stepped up for the Zombies for sure. The defense stepped up, but they got to score now. If you're the Zombie Stars, get the ball to Bernard James, get him some ISO work, or get him off a pin down, and let him get going.
Bernard James with it. He's going to look for the pick and roll here. He's got a wide open lane. Cross can't get over. It's a 5-point game. Timeout for Danilo Dominguez and Best Coast Ballers. We're going to take a break with them, Rick. We got a good one.
I got a peek.
Kyrie Irving, Melo.
What's up, Melo?
Did you hear what Foot Locker is doing with the Week of Greatness?
Dropping the freshest kicks as always.
They're doing a lot more than that. Instead of using some big-name athletes and celebrities in the commercials, they're using them to do some good in the world.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Kyrie is me. Carmelo, of course I'm sure.
I need to call Anthony Davis. He's gonna love this.
What's up, Kyrie? I just heard. That's super cool they're doing that.
I know.
That's definitely gonna raise a few eyebrows.
I'll talk to you later.
Yo, Porzingis, you hear what Foot Locker's doing for the Week of Greatness this year?
Well, James Harden, I assume they're dropping more hot new sneaker releases than ever?
Of course, but they're also using all the big name athletes and celebrities to do some good in the world.
So instead of being in a commercial like usual, they're out in the real world doing good? That's cool.
Using all the big name athletes and celebs to do some good instead of being in a commercial? Sure is a cool idea. Reminding me of Damian Lillard.
Gentlemen, the open house is over. You'll have to be on your way.
What? Don't you know who we are?
We got a game on our hands, Rick.
We do. Don't look now, but we do. Yes, we do. 5-point game, 141 left. The Zombie Stars have been locking down on the defensive side of things. we're going to see if it's going to continue. They have a chance to make this very interesting.
Suno Chopper kicks it out. Jair Dunn on the screen and roll. Ali Cortez going to put it up. Another, I would call it driven by a shot there. Can't get it to go. Bernard James, double team comes over, stops him from penetrating where he's been getting all these buckets here in the second half. He's going to put up a three. He's going to knock it down. It's a 2-point game.
Big three. I don't like that possession for best coach. You have a player on your team who is arguably can be the second best guard in Oklahoma history in Suno Chopper, so you have to give him the ball, let him cook.
Suno Chopper in the low post has the answer. He struggled all night. Now he gets to go. It extends it back to 4 points. We're under a minute.
Here you go. Grab your pearls. It's tighten up time. Oh,
Barkley can't get it to go. He's asking for the foul. No call there. They're going to push the break and try to extend this lead. It is out to 6. Coach Lovelace with the timeout here, Rick. What can the Zombie Stars do to get back in this? Both teams have only a timeout left. They got some stops there, but they were unable to convert late. 41 seconds left. Are you looking to get into the foul game early here? Are you looking to get some threes?
You got to get a three. You got to at this point, you got to get a three. I have Bernard coming off a pin down, a couple of screens, let him get free, and get him a three-point opportunity. If they make the three, you got Barkley and Bernard. I like Bernard in the clutch, right? But maybe Barkley can run a stagger and hit late in case Bernard can't free up. Cool. Assuming he hits the three, you got a 3-point gain with like 34-ish seconds after that play is made. You can make a stop. You don't have to foul. They're good. Even if they drain the whole clock, you still have about 7 seconds left with one timeout. It is a chance, but these things have to go right for you for sure. Lay the whole game out. I mean, I laid it all out, plain and simple. Shout out to all of my Cinnamon Toast Crunch lovers out there. I see you. I see y'all. Respect.
I don't even know what that is.
That's all right.
I listened to your show today. Hopefully
he went to boarding school, folks. He went to boarding school. That's why he don't know what it is.
Shout out to Honey Nut Cheerios. You were spot on with that call. They are great in a time when you want something that's kind of good. All right. Bernard James with a deep.
Like I said, he made the first step. Now you got to play D.
Great play call there. Great play call there. Not too much time taking off the shot. They have the chance to have the last possession here. They can get a stop. Excellent defense on Chopper, but they leave Cook wide open and cooks him from they leave the wrong man open. This man shoots near 50% from three. If I'm correct, he shoots right in the vicinity of 54.7% from deep. They came over, Rick. They came over with the double team. They doubled him. It was a late, delayed double team, but they left the wrong man open.
I mean, I don't know. That was a deep shot. They did everything right. I didn't have Cooks hitting that shot on my bingo card before the game started. That's for sure. The Zombies did everything correct on the offensive side and defensive side. But you know what beats a good offense? Good defense? Better offense. And in this case, we saw Cook drill one from his Gmaw's house and nothing but blouses. 6 seconds. They down clutch. 6 with 24 seconds left. You got to get another three, and now you have to play the foul game because time is not on your side at this point in time.
Clutch gene in effect for Arlo Cook. We've seen him hit some big shots this season. Great IQ to go to the open spot, kids. That's what you could learn. That double team came. That was not a drawn-up play. He hit the gap there, was wide open, was confident in his shot, knocked it down. Now it's all on Heartland Zombie Stars. We have to see what Coach Lovelace drew up. If he's able to pull off another great play here and see if his team and his kids are able to execute quickly with just 10 seconds less on the clock than the last time they were in this position.
And that's a gutsy shot by Cook because if you miss that shot, you have a lot of answering you have to do to your coach and to your teammates. Because that was a quick shot. There was still about 12 seconds left on the shot clock when he shot that thing.
Barkley James looked like they ran the same play here. Suno Chopper was there this time. They get a 2 out of it. Not much time off the clock.
They got to play the foul game now.
They're into the full court press. get it into Suno Chopper, and there's the foul. There's one to give. So they're going to have to inbound this. Not much time off the clock. Still in play, Rick.
Yeah, and Best Coast has not shot great from the free throw line today. There's a chance. But they don't have any timeouts. So now you have to be strategic with everything you do.
Kraus going to inbound here. He's looking for Ali Cortez. Bernard James is going to foul him. Looks like Coach Dominguez wanted that ball to go somewhere else. We're going to see why he's not looking so pleased right now.
Well, I don't know. Ali just hit that clutch three, and at this point, I'm about as confident in Ali as anyone else on the court for Best Coast.
94% free throw shooter on the season.
That's clutch, baby. Come on.
He knocks it down. That's probably going to put it out of reach. The Riverside, California, Lakewood, California native. Arizona State, UNLV, St. Mary's looking at him. He's put this thing on ice, Rick. Is Katie around?
Yeah, she ready. Taylor, come get this dough, baby. It's over. These are just for stats. These for the stat guys. It's over with.
Coach Lovelace says, "What are you doing? Let's just go ahead and get out of here."
Yeah. There you guys have a look at Oklahoma's own Suno Chopper, new signee. Again, in my opinion, he has the potential to be the second best guard to ever come out of Oklahoma. So I'm looking forward to that.
Who's number one?
Hollis Price, of course.
Hollis Price, the great Hollis Price. Well, look, everyone, while we have a little bit of time, we appreciate everyone tuning in for the SimWorld triple header tonight. We have more action coming back tomorrow. Southeast Select heading into ATL. And following that game, we got SimWorld Asia Pacific taking on the surging Cascadia to follow that. So you guys make sure that you join us tomorrow again. For Rick, Blaze, Yells, for all of our other commentators and broadcasters we had earlier today, just want to let you guys know we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. And make sure you keep it locked in to SimWorld TV, the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.